Greetings once more to all of you out there. The show continues again. The city of our Korvosa fair is plagued. Disease comes upon it. Sickness spreads throughout the people. But not all hope is lost. Our heroes in their efforts before have given them an opportunity to do things to assist those in charge, to fight against various things which may cause more damage to the city. So, does this hope mean less life lost? A city that could bound back from this destruction? It's hard to say, but that spark, that fire, has begun. So join me once more as the Crimson Green continues. And welcome, one and all! We do have lightning in the center because, you know, we're saying goodbye to someone today.
Let me see this setup.
Yeah.
I also let me show you. Images of monsters go for top of lightning and stuff, but you know.
Oh hell yeah! I'm not important enough, so.
You should just shrink my camera actually and put it in like a corner.
You are behind stuff, so you would go like, you know, behind.
I think it's also because he's gonna rename your nameplate for like.
Whoa!
Lightning.
Jesus, what the hell happened?
I don't know.
Lightning
died.
Lightning happened.
Exploded apparently.
Yeah. Apologies.
Apologies to the audio listeners in chat.
Yeah.
Did
So
we get
everyone,
unmuted?
presumably.
You've been unmuted. Yes, you were.
Okay, I just was checking.
I'll just show this battle map. I haven't fixed the images because I
Apologize
haven't
to
needed
me.
it, but you can see that nice battle map over there. There was an Othyog. There is this Ratman who's being Ratman-y.
It's getting eaten right now.
Not all of them. Some of them are alive.
Yeah, we captured. I mean, I still think it was a dumb idea to capture them. But, you know.
You captured this man, Razor Crawl.
I mean, I agree.
Well, it's also
Worst case
I
we
wanted the armor off the rat guy.
We
Oh
can
yeah,
just
you stole
kill
his
them
name.
later.
I stole his armor, yeah.
He did have a +1 chain shirt and a +1 mithril rapier, which you now own. And some other stuff. I think I put the... Did I put his equipment in chat? I believe I did before. Or not.
Well, at least the mithril rapier, at least.
I'll put this chat now. If I didn't remember to do it before, here you go. Here is the stuff that was on him. Technically speaking, he has one less potion of Bear's Endurance, so reduce that to a 1. But I never used the blur. I didn't use the Cure Light Wounds. Oh, he used the Shield of Faith too. So those two.
Your
potions are
moderate
gone.
wounds.
Yes. Because it wasn't worth it to cure himself, and I totally forgot he technically would have blurred. So that would have been more annoying. Right?
Yeah, I took the +1 chain.
But he's got very terrible stat block, so I think I complained about this last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So, yeah.
Oh wait, it's a chain shirt.
It is a chain shirt.
It's light armor, so it's a +5 bonus.
You know, potion of blur.
I thought it was just a +1 chain mail.
Mm.
So it's light armor.
Well, I gotta see if that's actually gonna be.
It's
Because I had
+4 to
cha-
AC by default, so it's +5.
Yeah, I had chainmail originally, so
which is
That's still better than
+5 to
the
AC,
second.
so it's better.
chainmail's 6.
Oh, is it? Okay, but you move
Yeah.
at 20 feet instead of 30, so
Yeah,
+1
it
AC
looks
for 10
pretty
moves.
good.
Honestly, I'm frontlining. I mean, so my character picked up Dragonhide gear that he had commissioned totally during the downtime.
Well, you haven't picked that up yet. We'll pick that up in a second.
I know.
Because you haven't left the sewers. You're still standing
Oh, and-
around in awful.
Yeah.
You guys are,
We have some
and this
rat.
guy's just eating. He's munching right
He's just nomming, yeah.
Technically speaking, like, the Othyog is in a battle to the death with a were-rat.
Yeah, because they can't really hit each other.
Yeah.
And this guy's gonna do less damage. He doesn't have silver DR tentacles.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
So-
give him the rapier to stab the were-rat with.
I'd be surprised if an Othyok knew how to use a weapon.
It could, you know, all
Well,
it needs to do
It
is.
had the hands to use a weapon, really. Because it's got weird tentacles.
Tentacles. It
I mean,
might be able to
listen.
wrap around it and use
I know
it.
you didn't hit though, but hey, it's probably more efficient.
We should befriend this creature.
Can you trust it?
It's true neutral. It's more trustful than these fucking rats.
That's not true. Lawful evil is trustworthy if you make it.
So you doing anything else while you're in here?
I'm not.
No, but if you break those deals,
I mean, we could try to talk to the Artheog and see if it'll do the cleanup job that we were going to ask the rat people to do.
Well, the rat people still might do it, because it sounded like the rat lady just didn't like these rat people specifically.
The other rat will probably, I'm gonna admit, he's probably just gonna run away, honestly. Since you left him to the Artheog and...
That seems like a
Okay.
reasonable reaction.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable.
yeah.
He probably would have tried to fight to the death if his leader was there, but as soon as the leader's gone, like,
He has no morale.
his fanaticism dropped to, like, well, this didn't seem to work. So, yeah. The morale goes away. Also, there's so many... there's a lot of dead were-rats, too.
They're evil.
Morale checks aren't so great when you're, getting completely destroyed.
When your fanatic leader gets beaten?
Yeah, usually that doesn't end quite as well as you'd like.
Just, yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy I didn't use a bite attack, because I didn't want to fucking deal with the lycanthropy.
be stronger.
Remove curse at a church that we are slightly friends with. Not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, didn't have to deal with it. It's fine.
Listen, only poor people get infected with lycanthropy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Real glory in economics here.
Okay, there's a few other things that I will tell you that they have if you want them in the area.
Yeah, let's loot the rat place.
Okay.
Rat layer.
So it turns out they were assembling a set of weapons. So if any of this that you want...
Can you mute players for a moment so Lightning can test his mic?
Sure. You're good. I'm gonna unmute players then again, or players unmuted again.
I think Lightning's mic is actually dead.
That's weird. Damn.
That sucks.
Have you tried unplugging it, and plugging it back in, or restarting your system?
And there's some things that were apparently within Gurig's Razorclaw's personal stash.
Taking that pearl of power.
Yeah, you and the cleric can both use that.
That is mine.
And hopefully Lightning
I
did
wouldn't
that.
mind. I wouldn't mind some cure wound stuff.
Yep. Well, same here. I'm at...
Hey, don't you need 12 flasks of alchemist fire,
Yeah.
a masterwork longsword?
The masterwork longsword and
take the
chainmail are
alchemist
worth money,
fire.
boys. Don't forget to take that. It's worth some
Hey,
cash.
I mean,
I will take the alchemist fire because I can use it because of the dumb feat I picked up.
I can't believe these rats were amassing weaponry.
They were trying to cause a were-rat revolution.
Yeah, I've played.
You know what?
I can officially tell you, by stopping his forces here, I have the exact number of people his revolution would have killed. 400 people.
Wait, did it actually call it a revolution?
His war against Korvosa, they call it.
Okay.
Dude,
Gotcha.
well, I told you.
I called it.
We should just kill this guy. Yeah, he's worth XP.
I mean, there's a total of 5 potions of cure mod.
How many people?
You've technically already earned XP.
How many
We
people
saved
live in
the
Korvosa?
guys. A lot, to be fair.
It's not as many as you think, because a
22
lot of there's some
daggers.
really big cities.
It's like 20,000, right?
Yeah, I mean, for Pathfinder, it's a big city, right?
It is a pretty big city for Pathfinder. There are some
It's
big...
22,000, I think. So 400's a lot of people out of 22,000.
16,000 people. 16,000 humans live here.
Oh, well,
So
Yeah, I
around
don't-
20,000.
yeah,
That bottle
400's a lot of
fighters-
people.
the two frontliners, can they split the cure moderate wounds?
Technically, right now, you'd actually be around 18,000. With everything that happens in the following 14 years, officially Korvosa loses about 3,000 people. I mean, a lot have already died because of the entire revolution kind of thing, and this plague will claim a whole bunch.
I would say, how many potions of cure are there?
There's total of 5 because the guy had 1, and then there's another 4 with the loot from all the other guys.
The reason I would say not to put them all on you is we can feed you potions if you go down.
We could all take 1,
Yeah.
and there'd be 1 person who doesn't get 1 right now.
I don't need one. I'm a.
So
It would hurt me, so there's no point in me having one.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
as
that
a-
would.
I'd like as a thought though in the end is that you're rarely gonna take the time to drink a potion in combat, so having like 1's probably more than enough.
Yeah.
I
I
because-
can't carry one. There's no point in me having one.
I actually did drink one in combat, like during the not the last game, but the game.
I said you rarely do it. I never see never.
It does
It's
come
like
up,
when you have
but it...
like when you have to use a wand of magic missile because you're out of everything.
It happens more often than you'd like to think.
Okay, well, I'll take one then. Everyone can.
Yeah.
I won't
That-
take one, obviously.
The bottle of air actually could be useful when we go down to search that ship.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Where's that?
I am not going with you to the ship because I cannot do anything underwater.
And there's a Pearl of Power 2nd level.
Yeah, Lightning's character and I are going to share the pearl.
So, as of right now, you can leave the sewers pretty easily. And, I guess, report back to the various individuals that you know of about the result of this.
What do we do with the ratmen?
That's gonna be a very good question.
What do we do with these rats? We have like 3 of them.
I mean, we obviously like tie them up or whatever, and just if literally the guy will just do absolutely nothing, we'll just go.
This leader can't be trusted.
I mean, we could
I
turn him over to
kind
the
of
guards.
We can't trust this rat.
Tess. Okay, that could.
I would rather kill the leader and see if we can negotiate with the other ones. At this point.
We could also just turn them over to the guards.
No, that
wanna-
sounds like a.
I don't want to
bad
drag
idea.
rat people. I don't want to tell the guards because that causes more problems. Be like,
That
hey, these rat
also-
people were crafting weapons to overthrow the government.
They're also liable to like break out and bite guards.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's why I
um,
wouldn't.
So, I think we just killed the leader.
I feel like and here's the thing: if we turn them over to the guards will just kill them.
I'm gonna executive decision and kill the leader.
They would
Okay.
actually struggle to kill them, which is
I-
why it's fun.
I would do that, so I don't. Your character's so murder happy.
You're both
hey.
stabby. That's
Yeah,
the solution a lot of times. It's a brutal world in Galarian.
Like, yeah, I mean, I have a character. This character's
I
lived
agree,
in
I-
old Korvosa her entire life. It's not exactly a
agree.
nice place.
Yeah.
Like I agree with the decision, but it's also just like,
Yeah, Ivona takes a knife and puts the unconscious rat leader out of its misery.
Okay.
uh,
I
I
think it
should
was
probably
like
grab that mithril rapier to make it a little easier.
Yeah, I would take a weapon that could actually damage it because I don't think my masterwork dagger is going to cut it.
probably not. They have DR 10
I mean,
silver.
Yeah.
The
I just,
mithril
I
weapon does it.
I go up to it and just break its claw, break my claws across its throat. How about that?
Yeah, I stab it with the mithril rapier, which I think was its. So I stabbed him with his own weapon.
As a rapier river's going on and some claws are going off its throat, you'll look at each other having realized that, like, after your discussion, you both came to the same decision for just a second. The nod of agreement, and then back to, like, what do you do with the other two?
I think
The
these
other
ones
two
are
we maybe
fine.
can actually talk with about.
Yeah.
Because now they don't have their leader.
If there's
upgrades
other
will be less
groups that
likely.
they could take us to that might be willing to negotiate.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no take us to your leader because you killed the leader.
Well,
No,
if there's
it's
another
just
group they know of.
You know of other groups. We actually want to help you.
Mm.
Your leader was an asshole.
Sure. We can heal them or just wake them up.
You're telling a bunch of assholes that their leader was an asshole?
I mean, look.
You do you. I was just letting you know. Okay, that's all.
Like, I feel like, there's lawful evil in games, but that doesn't mean they're always going. People vary.
They were rat folk trying to kill.
They were on board with this guy's plan.
Like, these are literal terrorists.
I would leave
Well,
their
He
fate.
also just might have been the toughest one of them, and they did what
Again,
he said because they had
I think
to.
if you're going by the moral high ground, I'm going to tell you his entire plan was, let's make sure to get a combination of revenge and justice for what the city above has been causing to us.
Yeah, well,
these people haven't really been treated very well. Probably actually
Our
worse
plan
than people.
is-
Old Korvosa.
Yeah, and our plan is maybe we can actually like bridge the gap a little bit and make you guys.
That's
give
totally
you guys
fair.
a job and
I
help.
support that,
'Cause
but I'm not.
that's yeah. I mean,
I
you could
leave-
have just been waiting up out of the sewers, and we could like call you down.
I leave their fate to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the leader, I stabbed to death.
That's fine.
And
I
I
mean,
leave the sewer afterwards.
I'm going to try to be diplomatic and see if they can, tell us where other people, where other of their kind are that might be more willing to make a deal.
All right. Are you like tying them up, or are you just waking them up? Eventually.
What do you guys want to do? I think it might be more intimidating if we tie them up.
I mean,
Well, Kafona has an idea, but you're not gonna like
yeah,
it.
it's just murder. I know that. Let's
No,
tie them up.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, like, just, I mean, they'll be fine, but just beat the shit out of them.
Well, they already are.
Physically
I mean-
harm them until they agree.
We literally
Yeah, but that
picked
doesn't
up
get
ones that
long
were already
term.
down.
Oh, I will tell you, you probably do have the option if you've forgotten to hand them over to the rat folk lady.
Yeah,
Rat
that was
The were
bits of
rat
it was
lady.
actually to give
Who?
them. We met a rat lady who was nice to us.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
make her the leader.
Yeah,
Erie's
that's
Yellow Eyes. I'll put her.
Her actual plan was
other
to give these
image.
guys over to her.
Well, we'll see
I
if they
mean-
can help us, and then we can bring them to her.
There she is, this old lady here, Erie's Yellow Eyes.
Rat woman.
That's
So
her
let
in
me-
human form. She's an
I'm
old,
gonna
she's an
make
old
it the-
second-hand fishmonger.
Yep.
I'm going to try to make it.
Eyes.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to make a diplomacy to see if they would be willing to help.
Once they've woken up, you're just gonna kind of wake
Yeah.
them up.
Nicely. They're tied up, but I'm not going to like slap them awake or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. So you'll kind of get them up nicely once they're tied up, and you're probably somewhere a little outside of their normal
Yeah.
lair and stuff. Gotcha. Okay.
We move away. We're probably still in the sewers, probably closer to the entrance to the sewers than to their lair.
Yeah.
What do you want with us? If you're planning on killing us surface dwellers, just do it.
We didn't want to harm
We
you.
will
in
have
the first-
victory over your
We didn't-
tyranny.
We didn't want to harm you in the first place. What we wanted was to try to get your help keeping any of the bodies that die from the current plague off the streets.
Why
you'd
would
be
we
willing-
help you?
Because it would show the people of the city that you're not bad, and they would stop attacking and fearing you.
We have done nothing to them, and they just kill us.
They're afraid. If you
Well,
show
they
that
don't
you're willing to
understand.
be helpful, just like us, just like me and my friend here, we are Shanti. We know what it is like to be an outsider here. But if you show the people you are willing to help, they
Why
may
would
be
that
more
make a
accepting.
difference?
because it shows that you're giving them an olive branch. It shows you.
We have given them plenty of olive branches in the past. They have all killed us and slaughtered us, and run their inquisitions against us.
This is in the time of need, and we also have contact with. We have friends in the city guard. If you agree, this will do a lot for your people.
Go ahead and roll your diplomacy check. Let's see how well that rolls.
Does anyone want to assist?
I'm not
I can
there.
assist. You've walked away.
I'm also very bad at diplomacy.
Well, I got a 15.
Oh, I am too. But...
So 17.
Huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
two people.
You seem like you tell the truth in your words, but you are foolish to trust those of the surface. Perhaps not all surface dwellers are evil, but our leader, the Great Razorcraw, will show the surface why. We will spare you and your Shanti people.
Just point to his corpse.
I don't think we. They can discover it if they want to go back. I don't think we did it in front of them, or that close.
Dead?
Well, I will say he's dead.
Surely you lie.
I am wearing his armor, am I not?
He'll think the rat will think for a second, kind of like looking over very closely, and he'll be like, "It's true. You've slain our great leader. Then please kill us too. Finish your job, surface dweller."
Again, I do not want to harm you. I know of one of your people.
Your people of the surface, though you may wish for peace, we know the truth. Your Shawanti people, yes, I understand how they too have suffered. Sure. But you are naive to think they would accept us. They will now murder us all. Our hope of once again reclaiming our greatness and getting vengeance on the surface for their actions is gone. The other one will be like,
Listen.
Perhaps revenge was not the right path then. It has gotten us, our friends, killed.
I could take you to Erie's Yellow Eyes. She is one of your people.
And also, there are some people who are sympathetic to you in the guard who we can talk to. Our goal is to help you, is to give you a task.
Give me a bluff check on that, because no one in the actual... There was only one person that was maybe...
It was one person. It was one person. I am stretching it a little bit.
Yeah, because, like, you could obviously tell Christopher was... Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, you know, he kind of gives his eyes, like, okay, I guess, you know, you're alright. Yeah, you know.
We will see about... We will see... We will see if we can... our goal is to give you a task, so that way we can... you are more resistant to disease and the plague that is ravaging the city. It'd be good to have some people who could take that and... people who could more safely remove the bodies. This disease is spread through contact, you see. So handling the bodies could be very dangerous.
What of our kin? Did you slay the rest of them too?
The Artheon got
The Artheon did that.
Yeah, the Artheon got them.
The sewer beast?
Yes.
Yes.
We'd hoped to unleash it on the surface, but it was untamed. Perhaps our own greed got a hand of us in that end, to use such a creature of power. Take us to Eerie Eyes. Shall speak with her. Eerie Yellow Eyes. Eerie's. God, you got me going on a different name for her. Eerie's. Take us to Eerie's.
Yeah, I kept
speak
calling
with
her Eerie instead of Eries.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and I'm gonna cut their binds.
They'll
with
follow
us.
you if you lead them to Erie.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I wanted to show them some trust.
Yeah.
Basically, to keep on their good
Yeah.
side of we're not going to drag you to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if they really wanted to just bolt, probably wouldn't chase them. But
I will say, along the way, one of them will bolt. His friend will kind of like, as the other one kind of runs off, his friend he'll like look back at his friend, but the one will stay with you.
It's probably the one that bolted was the one who was more stuck by the leader.
Yeah.
That's fine.
yeah, honestly, with their leader gone,
Apologies.
with their leader gone and more than half of them dead, they're not gonna do much.
I'm sorry. He's younger than me, and still sees hope in our people having strength. I understand that you are thinking of the best, but your words are just that. Perhaps the way of Eris and her things are a better idea. But even unlike your people, though you may be oppressed by the surface dwellers, at the very least, nowadays they don't kill you on sight.
For the most part, no, but one of our leader's sons recently was murdered.
And countless of my own brethren have been murdered over the last few years just for being caught and seen.
We hope to change that for you.
I don't think there is a changing that for us.
It may take time, but this could be a step towards it.
He is going to shift into like a squirrely-looking human form, who's just kind of like
Figured that.
he looks very radish, definitely still in human form. As you'll get to Erie's place.
Does that mean he was born as one? Because like, don't they look more radish if they were born as one?
Yeah, there are two types of lycanthropes, natural and afflicted. Afflicted are generally all just like insane people.
Yeah. Like things like rat folk, afflicted can have a better chance of acclimating, because it's a lot less like. Because again, the nature of rat folk is very communal, and you know that lawful nature that makes them very easily get along with each other and be able to learn a lot more. Something like a werewolf, afflicted, it's a lot harder
evil,
for them.
man.
Yeah. Like,
Just...
you feel like this guy is probably more lawful, neutral, and that's probably why you could, like, negotiate with him. But, you know, still believed in the idea of, like, you know, rat folks needed to fight back.
I mean,
it was less...
was
he was probably less on
charismatic
revenge, more for justice than his other brethren. But he was still went along with it because that maybe was he thought was the best path.
Yeah, I mean, and it's understandable.
Yeah. Eris will kind of like look towards you. I'd like to speak with him for a little while. And they kind of go into the like out of sight for a little bit, chat, and then Eris will come back, be like, "The problem has been dealt with. It's a shame that you were unable to." Take the young one alive.
Yes, it is not what we wanted, but there was no other way.
I suspect one more survived, but sadly the other three or
two.
Okay, the other two.
Because there was 5 and then Razor Claw.
Okay, the other two. The Alpha guy. Yeah, because that area back there that he could have run into looking at the map, that is pretty small.
Yeah.
I don't think the Alpha gets beat there.
I mean, the down one probably got eaten too, we assume.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I said the other two.
Yeah, well, most of Lightning was commenting in chat, so it's like, you know, technically speaking, Lightning killed one of them. But, you know, the Othiok ate the evidence.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, there was no
Jesus
murder.
Christ.
We have done no crimes.
They did try to kill you first, so I mean, it is.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually self-defense. We tried to talk to them, they attacked us, we murdered one of them. I feel like that's pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we technically executed a leader, so you
You
know.
did technically
Oh
execute
yeah,
the leader.
you're right, shit.
He was an unhinged individual. So
Yeah, no, I
He
agree.
was very
that was like,
unhinged.
There's no... Like, my character was hoping that a show of force could help us talk to them, but after seeing him, like, shouting and attacking, like, you
feel like
remember,
the-
I
you know,
only had,
you-
like, one try of non-lethal against him, and
Lightning-
I'm like, okay, never mind.
I think
Yeah, I
Gabe
tried
Welch
a
is-
few tries of non-lethal and finally gave up.
Our cleric did explode both of their pets
It's okay.
Yeah.
with a fireball.
Yeah, they.
And
Listen,
the
at
rats.
least some of them lived, okay?
Those were their pets too.
I killed the rats with the cone of flame. To be fair,
Yeah. Well,
The
you
rats
finished it
deserved
off,
though.
yeah.
They technically had. Oh, I forgot there were some extra dire rats. That's fine. They probably also would have exploded. I'm not gonna lie. There was technically supposed to be 6 dire rats, but whatever. They probably were also in the fireball. You
they're
just didn't
probably
notice.
vaporized instantly.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
also, you know, a flaming pile of oil.
Mm-hmm. There was.
Yes.
My people will no longer be a trouble for you. At least for now. It sounds like the city has more terrible things to deal with.
But I feel like the other people just abandoned us and gone off to do something else while we were dealing with
They
this.
totally did.
Yeah, I went to go and talk to Tavel and Lucia, and left you guys in the
Okay.
sewer. I assume a cleric followed me.
Yeah.
And then we'll go pick your armor up.
Yeah.
Might as well on the
I
way
think
back.
I also probably dumped the evil necromancy robes at some kind of Pharasma temple to be dealt with.
Yeah, the robe of bones.
Yeah, you know, because there is this law, like, you know, good cleric that doesn't like undead in the party.
That you were chucking out on dead patches of
But I
things.
chucked out one zombie and it was suddenly a problem.
One zombie.
Wow, yeah.
How could that be a problem,
One
guys?
ogre zombie.
One ogre zombie that's filled with pestilence.
They're not people, they're ogres, okay? So it's okay if their souls are eternally damned.
I didn't create them. I just used them for my benefit.
True.
That is
Giga
true.
based.
Mm-hmm.
You used a
Honestly-
resource.
My cosmic moral conscience is clear because I just used them and then they died. So really, I'm the
And then
good
they
person.
die, and then they're released. So using
Yeah.
the cloak...
They're-
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually,
The if you take it to the Church of Pharasma, they will love to destroy that and
Yeah,
would be
I'll just
very
let
happy.
them-
to.
They'll make a
let
day
them
of it.
blow it up.
Yeah.
Will they
It'll
pay
be
him
like
half,
a-
will they pay him half the cost of it for it?
Maybe if you want to try to negotiate.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't really care.
This is good vibes with the church.
I've technically
okay?
already agreed to help this church deal with undead. I'm basically like 2 steps away from just dedicating myself to this church.
Yeah. To
Very
finish
well.
up.
I still need a little convincing.
To finish up with Ada and Khandes. Certainly, you will separate your ways from Iris and the were-rat that was with her, as she will apologize that it's a lot more messier than she thought with her people, and perhaps there must be more to be done. She can see what they can do to try to help, but she doesn't know how much they actually can. But it is best
Anything
that
is appreciated.
Girig's plan was stopped. And that being Girig's Razor Claw, because I love this name. I'm gonna spell this because I don't know if I've spelled this in chat last
You
time.
did last time, yeah.
Girig's. What the fuck kind of name is that?
Garrigs.
Grig's rat Razor Claw.
People in Pathfinder are not allowed to have normal names.
No, it's fantasy names. I mean, the more apostrophes, the better.
And wise. The more
If
wise,
you want to
the
roll
better.
a diplomacy check, then Sardis, go ahead. That's a pretty good check.
That's a bad roll for you.
It's a bad roll for you, but it's not a bad check overall. Let me take a look here. They'll give you 1,000 gold for it, for a trade, and such as that.
Alright, I'll split it with cleric.
Not full half
Sorry,
price,
sorry.
but they're willing to give a little bit of reward for removing a honestly very necromantic magic item from
Pretty
existence. Yeah. All right. So now Zardis, Avona, you've both made up with Lucia and Tavel,
I fill them in on the going-ons.
who are probably finishing up with some kind of help at the Church of Abadar, I just assume.
I assume Tavel fell asleep on a couch somewhere.
Lucia decided to look after Tavel.
Yeah, Tavel
I'm
is
probably-
Tavel is narcoleptic.
I'm probably
You know,
helping
it's
people
hard to
out
get
with
sleep
their illness.
sometimes.
Mhm.
Gotta take it when you can get it, you know?
They had some nice bookkeeping that you could have assisted with if you wanted to.
Yeah, math.
Banking.
I don't think I'm good at it.
Yeah, I catch these two up to speed about the were-rat situation.
Oh wow, that sounds unpleasant.
And how we all almost died.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
And there was
I mean, literally only the two frontline fighters took damage.
I think, did I hit some other people? No, I think it was just the two people in front.
no, literally. I mean, we both almost died, but
It probably
It was
wouldn't
funny.
have been. It wouldn't have been difficult to take the other people out properly once you
It was
felt that.
funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, if we would have fallen, yeah, the others probably would
Well,
have
if we
felt
would have
comfortable.
fallen, then we would just left you there to die. Sorry.
Nice.
wow.
I
So
met you like a week ago.
meeting up again, you can discuss information that's going on and get an update of things that are going on in the city. Of course, you still have two things you are aware of that are going on. So there's the wreck of the ship you've talked about, and there are even more stories of of course, miracle cure going around in the city.
I think we should deal with that.
We did hear the perfume district.
Yeah, I vote we deal with the fake cure because I don't want to go swimming and I can't help with the boat at all.
I agree. This fake cure is
I'm ready to go
disconcerting. We haven't found the real cure yet.
Do
The fake one will
you
be spreading
want
more
to
problems.
rest?
We probably should.
I do want to rest.
All right.
Some people got eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone need
Well,
HP?
Yeah, that's his
Yes.
too. He's
Yeah, I'm at
frontliner.
16 out of 53.
Alright, I have 5 spell
He's-
slots.
he's Weebs.
I'm gonna rest. So, 1. So, someone take 10.
Sure, I'll take the 10.
Resting
On
also
the
lets
six
me
ten.
refresh
Okay.
those.
Oh yeah, I'm down 20 by the way.
Next one, this is to you, Worm. 11.
11.
You got 11. This is to you, Khandes. 8. This is to Khandes again. 8. Yeah.
That'll be 16.
So how you looking?
I'm doing a lot better than I was.
Gotta make sure I remember
How
the
much are you
correct-
down?
Give me a second. I'm calculating.
I mean, if I'm gonna rest, I could.
I'm at 42 out of 53, so I'm 11 down.
Okay. I have second level spell slots. So 1. This is to Khandes.
Well, hold on. Hold on. If we were going to, I might as well do this.
And if we're resting, I can also give myself a free 10.
For every 3 player levels, so that would be.
I think we can get healed. They have a cleric too that has spell slots. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Okay.
One
Fine.
slot. Well, I mean I'm full up, so I have a cure serious I can cast. I have
Yeah,
2.
that's the thing is I looked into this. I can actually just spontaneously decide to heal a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit because I can. I got Barroom Brawler, and I can basically just pick up the Vigor feat. I think it's called.
So, the next morning, as you are assembling, you will your go-between right now will be Ashani, to check in at what's going on in the church and stuff. and he has contacts now with Cressida. So he will talk with you in the morning, inform you that unfortunately, every day sees more cases and things getting worse right now. It's like, because it doesn't take very long for this disease to kind of settle in, it seems as though they're doing their best to try to stem its tides now, but it's kind of like they're doing it now. And certainly it's probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better at this point in time. So, I'm not sure what you want to look into right now, but I have received word from Field Marshal Croft of something else that perhaps you could assist with if you have an opportunity. I don't have the full details, but she's informed me that unfortunately something unusual is beginning to happen in Old Korvosa. As you know, we've already been aware that the citizens of Old Korvosa have been suffering from this quite rapidly and deadly. We're only getting a handle on how far and fast this plague has been spreading now. Of course, those that are dead need to be hauled to the Grey for disposal. Properly mass graves. Seems as though a number of carts of bodies have not been arriving.
Oh.
It could just be lazy workers or something more sinister. I think that's why Field Marshal Croft would want you, or someone hopefully, to look into it if they've got a chance to. I'm not sure.
Could be work of the necromancer.
If there are necromancers about, this would be a good opportunity to grab bodies, to be sure.
Start sweating as there's a necromancer in the room with you.
Yeah, but you're one of the good ones.
I'm talking about
sorry.
the one that is related to our former adversary.
Lamb's son, yes.
Yeah.
Whose first name I forget.
I would have to look it up, but he is indeed
Hold on.
very infamous.
I think we learned the name.
Yes, I
Rolf,
can give
yeah.
you.
Calling him Lamb's son is just funny.
Yeah, Rolf. I take notes, people.
Yeah.
You
I
take no
sometimes
people?
take notes.
Rolf is very infamous in the city. Actually, much more than his father. So, yes.
I mean, at least, I guess, each generation is getting more and more despicable.
So,
That's a good thing.
No, it's not.
I'm assuming you probably would have informed him about the were-rats.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll say they're not a problem anymore.
It's good
And-
that would be taken care of.
Definitely not behind the plate.
Also very good. Well, I leave it to your discretion about what to decide to work on. I'll continue to act as a coordinator as best I can. If there's anything you need from me or from one of the clergy, please let me know as much as possible. We'll do our best. Recently, there have been also some disturbing things going on this side of things I should probably tell you about. It's possible that if you get an opportunity to find some individuals that could assist the Church of Pharasma, it's a little less important than some of your other tasks, I assume. But with the mass graves, many of them are actually mass funeral pyres to try to keep the plague down. Well, a lot of bodies in the Grey. Seems as though the undead problem is becoming a little bit more fearsome than normal. Nothing serious yet, but I've been informed of that. And I'm afraid tensions are running high between the guards and the citizenry.
The Grey Maidens.
The Grey Maidens have been a lot more brutal in their tactics, it seems. Both, as much as part of me would say that that is not a great thing to do, we cannot allow another riot in the streets while this is going on, and I'm not sure if it's the best idea, but they're doing probably a lot more than the Guard is to maintain order now. Certainly tensions are growing very quickly in the city. Hopefully we're quick enough to prevent the spread from getting any worse than it already is. But a coalition of the heads of churches have gone to the Queen to discuss the prospects of possible needs of quarantine. Quarantine might not be the best idea, though, of anything, because it would keep individuals in and out from traveling areas. I don't know. Well, good luck to all of you. I must get back to my work. Just to keep me informed, I guess tomorrow, of what your next steps would be. And I'll keep you informed about what's going on in our fights. Any effort you can do to help fight this, or perhaps to find out more about its source, would be helpful. Alright. You're left to your own devices about what you wish to do.
I would like to help the Pharasma Temple if possible.
Did we not want to try to figure out where this fake cure is coming from?
And Croft apparently has something for us as well. That may be important. Fortunately, we can only do so much at once.
And we still have the ship and the necromancer.
At this point, I'm not sure the ship is entirely useful.
Well,
There may
the
be more
ship should
pressing
only
matters.
It should only take an hour or two to deal with, shouldn't it?
Depends what's down there.
True.
Those waters are full of God knows what. And I'm afraid I can't assist you underwater. Magic is difficult to control down there.
Yeah.
Maybe able to give us what we need beforehand before we enter it, and then the two of us could do it. Say Khandes.
Yes.
No, it's
Khandes.
There we go. My brain could not get that. Me and Khandes could. How long does water breathing last?
The cleric didn't prep it because we were going to do the cure first.
I think it's like 2 hours per level.
Yeah.
Well, we do have the bottle of air, too.
So one of you could go down with a bottle of air.
How long does that
Yeah.
last?
Bottle of air.
Look it up.
I should probably be the one to go down because I have
Bottle
to
of
swim.
Air.
Well,
And
It's a standard action to breathe through the bottle of air, by the way.
Yeah, that's not.
that,
No.
I mean, you only have to do that. You only have to do that every now and then. You can hold your breath until you need to.
But it's not a cure-all to the fact that you have to be underwater. And yeah, it looks like it's 2 hours per level.
I can for one fight maneuver underwater without weapons.
Realistically, I think it's best if we just wait till tomorrow to do the boat. Like, what's? Do we think anything in the ship is
It could just have clues.
time sensitive? Well,
don't-
the question is it time sensitive?
How long has
It
the ship
could
been
be-
down there? How long ago was the ship sunk?
Half
Been
a
a
week
couple
almost.
days, right?
Yeah, a couple days at
Yeah.
this point.
Then, if there was time-sensitive evidence there, it'd already be gone at this point.
Yeah. So we should
Very
probably
well.
handle things that are time sensitive.
I think we should at least talk to the guard
Literally gave us
lady.
a bottle of air to look into this, so.
Yeah, I dare not split the party with this because
There's probably
All these missions are going to be dangerous, and it'll be very bad to split
Yeah.
the party, I'm going to tell you.
and we
Yeah.
can't. The boat is inherently going to be splitting the party because 3 of us are casters.
I've already figured out what's
Yeah.
going on with the boat.
Not cast.
Other people could be up on a rowboat outside to support them, if you really want to.
And I
Yeah.
can do stuff underwater because my hexes don't require components.
The Pharasma stuff, if you do want to help them, you can do stuff for that, but it will be less combat related. I'm not going to do that as combat. It's just that, everything that's been going on has been stirring up a bunch more undead. You would just have to do things to assist them, like organizing people and stuff like that, or coming up with an idea to help with the fighting.
Like to help with that because, well, the plague is an issue. The Greys have a lot of bodies there, and a massive undead is more dangerous than disease.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should also handle the fake healers. That might also cause more damage than help.
So
We can.
I'm going to tell you, theoretically, you can do all these things. Do not worry about that. As long as you are relatively, not waiting mass amounts of times, it should be fine.
I think we should go talk to Croft, then hit the church, and then maybe if we have stuff resources left in time, do what Croft needs done.
We can do Pharasma first. Okay.
We should hit Croft's area first, since it's on the way down.
You can find out what's going on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
He's
ask
the guard
her, talk to
captain,
her?
yeah.
Mhm.
She wanted to speak with us.
Okay.
Oh, she did? Okay. I missed
Yeah.
that.
So you can find Field Marshal Croft in the usual citadel, and things are definitely seemingly stressful there, and now you see, the normal guards there are flanked by probably about a dozen clerics of various faiths that are all working together, along with a small, a regiment of Hell Knights are even there, working with them, and some of the Grey Maidens. It seems like they're using the Citadel as an organization to get clergy and get control over parts of the city, and they are seemingly much more organized than probably they were during the riots. They may have learned a lot of lessons about working together and stuff, and perhaps basically, again, that kind of brutal lawfulness of the Grey Maidens, which definitely is also with the Hell Knights, is certainly being helpful. And, Hell Knights tend to be on their own. A little bit. So, finding Field Marshal Croft, she'll be like, "Greetings. I understand you're busy helping out with a lot of things related to church, and we gave you a few things to investigate. I certainly would still like for you to find out as much as you can about this disease. Things haven't been sitting right with me about certain things in the way that you talked about some of your stories about this entire thing. Especially since the infection got on shore so efficiently."
Wait, is Pharasma and the missing bodies the same quest line?
No.
Okay. I'm just writing down the tasks. Okay.
Mhm.
We have 5 tasks
Yes.
currently.
5?
Oh, sorry, four remaining.
We have 4 tasks.
Yeah, 4 tasks. Right
I don't remember what the missing bodies were related to.
This is the one you're hearing about right now,
Oh.
Missing Bodies. Yeah, that's Field
New.
Marshal Croft.
New info.
Korvosa is getting hit hard. Certainly plenty of bodies are coming out of there, being carted off to the Grey. Seems a lot of some plague carters aren't delivering bodies as ordered. And I've got some information that some of them have been just dumping bodies in alleyways.
Jesus.
Of course.
Now the thing is, this could just be lazy carters, which we can replace them send some people to move those bodies. But with places like that, I worry about scavengers, or maybe worse, being drawn there. Certainly speaking, you're aware of it, I'm sure, just as much as I am. The Grey is a great place for a manifestation of undead monsters, and a bunch of bodies laying in an alley could perhaps even do something there, too.
Yes, the thought of necromancers amassing something for themselves has crossed my mind.
Even without necromancers, just that death sometimes brings things together. Now, it's Old Korvosa's some of the area we still have least control over. But I've been managed to get some rumors about a location of a supposed illegal dumping ground. Now, I can send some people into it, but I'd like to have some people I can trust check it out and make sure that it's, well, safe. There isn't any undead. Isn't any scavengers around. I can get some... Then once it seems alright, I can get some guards in there and some carters to clear everything up. Racker's Alley.
Do I know where that is?
Make a local check.
Oh, okay. 23. The average roll.
I was going to see if I could assist you, but no!
You might generally know that kind of area that it might be in. There's plenty of, like, back alley areas where basically very little light of day, you know, out of the way of a lot of things, back behind stuff, or out of the way, not only of, like, the general public, but where people go. So
I think I know the way to it.
If you have a chance to investigate it, just let me know. I know you might be busy now, but if you get a chance to, please. I'd like to clean up these bodies as quickly as we can, and, you know, if we hear about any more of them, I mean, we can always let you know. And she'll get back to work. So, now you know what that one is. The supposed dumping ground in Racker's Alley.
Is that anywhere near the perfume sellers?
Good.
Sellers were in North Point.
I think there were.
No, North Point is where the plague started, kind of.
Yeah, I think they were in the Heights, actually, right?
Yeah, where was the perfume seller?
Yeah, this is the perfume seller, and I don't remember. Did I write it down?
I don't think it would be in the Heights.
It's near Summoning Street.
That doesn't help me.
I know. I have to look up where Summoning Street, Korvosa is.
I'm gonna assume. I mean, that sounds like probably a North Point or the Heights because it's near the school.
I didn't write down
I dare not look things up for fear.
I know. I'm just checking something here. I can check where the map is. That map that has stuff on it.
Oh,
it's pinned.
That doesn't help me.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can't search it right now.
Yeah.
I could put the link into Discord.
That doesn't help me.
Not Discord. I meant the
I'm
chat
looking.
in the game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It'll pop up
What was the alley called?
Oh, that's cool. It does links to.
Yeah, they have
I can copy image link and put it over somewhere else. It's on Summoning Street.
Summoning Street.
That's what I was trying to look it up, but
Well, it's not going to list the street. It's going to list the shop name. That's the problem.
I have no idea where Summoning Street is.
Yeah, let me look up what the place is called. Because I might be able to find out where it is.
Is it Lavender?
Yeah, Lavender.
Yep, it's Heights.
Yeah, S9 on the map.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Summoner Street.
I knew it was the Heights. I said that.
Yeah, I think the Summoner Street is probably near the Academy. Yeah.
It is very close to the Academy.
Makes sense to have the magic name streets there, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Okay.
seems to be the location that you heard about that was dealing with this. Lavender.
Yeah.
So you have something in the Greys, in Lavender.
Reyes Heights, the river, and Old Korvosa.
Yeah. What do you want to do
Nothing near
now?
each other.
Well, we're
It's across the
closest to
city.
Closest to the Greys right now.
I guess that makes sense.
So it's up to you guys if you want to do that first.
I'm going to tell you, what do you want to do to help out the Church of Pharasma?
Yeah, I think trying to make sure that necromancers aren't trying to make an army of the undead is probably something that we should look into as a precaution.
To go and get lay down of what's going on there.
I can give you a summary of what's going on right now if you want to check in with them. Certainly,
We'll check. That's the
with the
least we can do.
body burnings and then the internment of what remains, it seems as though a bunch of ghouls and ghasts have been coming out of the woodworks a lot more. The fire has been actually like drawing them out. And the problem has been, it's been discovered because of the mass amount of plague bodies. A bunch of these ghouls and ghasts are actually afflicting blood veil rather than the normal fevers that they do.
Oh, fun.
Oh, good. They spread plague.
Yes, so plague ghouls and ghasts are popping up. They are keeping them in line right now, but they're worried because they've been apparently this entire thing has been disturbing, like they think some kind of nest or something. They would like to go in and clear out the nest if they could locate it. If I'm just gonna say, if you want to spend some time in here, you could probably locate where the nest is for them.
Yeah, I think we should locate the nest and let them deal with the
Yeah.
nest.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
willing to deal with it, then yes, we can spend some time.
It'll
to look.
take you half a day to do that, I'm gonna say. So it'll be the afternoon kind of time
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're ready to do stuff.
I do want to say this morning, Ada showed up wearing like red dragon, red dragon hide.
You could have gone for another colored dragon, but I guess red is fine.
I mean, fire's like the most common
Aren't you already resistant to
element you
fire?
have to deal with. No.
Oh, then yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Alright.
Also, however, it doesn't matter because it doesn't supply its resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's resistant to fire. But...
Oh, well, I
It's like,
mean,
'cause I
who
could've-
cares with that?
Yeah.
It's like you're not
Well, that's the
resistant.
thing. Well, that's the thing. If
Should've gone
my
black
armor's
then,
going to
man.
be destroyed, if my armor's going to be
Acid.
destroyed by something, it's probably going to be fire.
No, probably acid.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on if you give meat a lot of acid.
I would guess acid.
Well, we did it early on.
Doesn't make a huge difference. But also, just black armor would look really slick.
Yeah.
That's all. Aesthetically.
So it'll be probably like
I don't know,
around
black on red though.
What?
Oh, red on red is all.
Did you just say black on red with a bad color combo? Sorry, you can continue.
Bro, what?
Fine, black armor then. Black there.
Mhm.
Hey, you do you.
All right. It's
color
probably about mid-afternoon. What do you want to do now?
Do you
You've
want
helped
to
out the Church of Pharasma, I'll say, because they're organizing a large group. They'll clear out the nest. They've got
Honest-
them. They do have the manpower to do that. It just they did not have an opportunity to go search this out. You helped them out, basically.
Since it's afternoon, do we want to just do the boat? Since we
Yeah,
don't
I'll
have
do
as
black.
much
Yes,
days,
because
we
there
don't have
are the
much
spells
daytime.
to do the boat prep, though.
How much? We have the. I guess we
Lighting-
wanted bolt. I
lighting
figured
has
the bottle
not-
layer is probably fine, but you're right. We probably.
Yeah, lighting has not prepped the spells required for boat.
Then that'll be tomorrow.
So we should deal with the cure, and then we do boats and bodies tomorrow.
All right. So you can head for Lavender's. Do you want to look into the building along the way, or just head there? Because you can ask some
Oh.
people around.
I'll try to gather some information.
Sure.
I'm not very good at
You'd probably be in the area, like,
Well.
asking questions a little bit, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can give a roll too here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So I'll start out with what Khandes finds, because that's what Lucia definitely finds. But Lucia, you'll find some extra information. So Khandes, what you find is Lavender is one of the better known perfume boutiques in all of Korvosa. It's on a row of tightly packed shops just on Summoning Streets. It has a reputation for avant-garde creations and brazen promotions. There's the infamous memory of the free imp with every purchase stunt.
Oh god.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
I'd go for that.
So it seems as though, yeah, that's basically the knowledge of the shop. So Lucia, you kind of asking around, it seems as though the owner of the place has come up with something. Lavender's luxuriant liminant.
What?
Liniment.
Yes.
Like an oil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
It normally is to try to like help what ails you.
It wakes you up in the morning, calms you down at night. It soothes aching joints, tired feet, sore hands, and throbbing heads. It takes the pain out of cuts, burns, bruises, and blemishes. It smells like chastity, confidence, and respectability, and tastes like honeyed dewdrops over snow clouds. Most miraculously, Lavender's luxurious liminant dispels blisters, minimizes swelling, calms the complexion, and erases all symptoms of the common blood veil complaint.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It smells like chastity.
Chastity, confidence,
I don't want to know
and
what chastity smells
respectability.
Is it someone actually? Maybe it's just someone actually named Chastity, and it smells like them.
It's chastity, confidence, and respectability, and it tastes like honey dewdrops over snow clouds.
Sounds like what you sell to the wizards
like
at the academy to make them feel better.
man, it's a very specific reference, but all I can think of is the one elixir song from Sweeney Todd.
Magical elixir. True, sir, true.
So are we gonna go into this shop, guys?
Some of us look fancy enough to shop here.
I think we need to blow this shop up.
So, arriving at the shop,
I look pretty fancy now.
you find a queue of Korvosans standing in line that stretches for nearly 4 blocks.
Nice.
Okay.
From the
never mind.
perfumery's distinctive amethyst-shaded windows. Many look healthy, but some do look like they're suffering from blood veil.
Yeah, this is bad.
How are they
Yeah,
dressed?
I knew
Mixture.
It was a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a mixture of middle, upper, and lower, or just middle and lower?
Probably
fun.
middle and upper more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think
a few-
lower...
Probably a few lower people that might have some savings they're using on this or something.
Okay. God, this is gonna be.
You will have also learned that's 2 gold for a dose of the Lavender's luxurious liminant.
All right, hear me out. I think
Set the place on fire.
no, that's option B.
I have a lightning bolt. That I could do
Option-
that.
Yeah, you could take a lot of them out with a lightning bolt.
I have oil.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Option
so
A.
much XP.
We know there was that big decree of don't pose to be doctors or whatever, or be executed and shit. We should get evidence that this is fake and go and tell them, and then they can deal with it.
If I can get access to one of the, actually no, you're an alchemist, right?
I am an alchemist.
Me and you
crap
could probably
alchemy.
discern this is fake. I'm a doctor. You're an alchemist.
Yeah,
Yes, but we would have to either wait in line or try to
Steal
buy it
something?
off, steal or buy it off from someone who's just got some.
Okay, that's probably not that hard to do.
We've already done a lot of crime, you know.
Well, I'm not a good pickpocket.
I'm not a pickpocket, but I can be quite sneaky.
Well, let's
Not
just
Not a pickpocket, but I can
so
bludgeon-
are people leaving the shop with a vial of this? Or are they like drinking
Yes.
it on it?
They're leaving with it.
Okay.
A
Why don't we just-
liniment is normally something you rub into the skin.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it's like
got
an
you.
ointment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, why don't we
gosh.
just wait for someone that to leave that looks middle class or maybe even lower class, and then we offer to give them like 50 gold.
What if we just... this is a dumber idea. Someone who has it, we just cure them with a spell.
Oh my god,
Then
I
take
got
it off
that.
them.
I can cure them
Right?
tomorrow. I can prep it. I have removed disease.
Well, we should do that today.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back here, you know?
Unless we want to
You have a
postpone
prep?
it to tomorrow.
Zardas has it. Zardas could cast it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if lightning has it
Jimmy.
prepped. I have one rating perfect then.
All right, sure.
And we
you
could lie that it didn't work.
I mean, you could find someone that's suffering from it. Certainly, very easily. You know the symptoms and what they look like. Sure.
As someone who's walking out.
Yeah. When someone's walking out, having shop there, maybe of like middle or lower class, we'll just say like probably, it's hard to tell sometimes between them. You know, there's people that are kind of beat up. So you're approaching them?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, I must get home.
No, my friends, I have a proposition for you. We have a great cleric with us, and we wish to examine the cure. The cleric...
Yes, Avona. Yes is the answer.
Okay, I was unsure of that or not.
Our great cleric here can cure you of your ailment if he'll give us the vial so we may test it for its veracity.
You test it? What do you mean?
I'm a doctor. I would like to make sure it actually works.
It's my cure.
I said the cleric can cure you with magic. If he cure you, will you give it to us?
Make a diplomacy check.
It's a pretty reasonable offer.
It's a pretty reasonable offer, so it's not going to be too difficult. But you could.
I could try to
You have
assist.
plus 2 to that because Zardas is helping.
I will assist too, because I automatically do it.
Damn,
okay.
God,
you
lightning!
Stop.
Use roll.
Show me.
Well, let us cure you. Yes.
Yeah. I guess roll your remove disease check, which I think is a D20 check plus.
And roll
caster
high.
level.
It's a caster level
I
check.
don't know what the DC
The
is.
DC is the disease DC, traditionally.
He'll tell you if you hit.
Oh.
Nice.
Uh,
Alright. Plan B, we just beat this guy up and take his vial.
No!
No, listen. It doesn't work, but he sees us casting magic on him.
yeah, you see some cast magic, and I'm like,
Hold on. One
Tavel
more spell.
worked.
Do you have a
Worked
2 of it
your
prepped?
Remove sickness.
That's not... Is this
Oh,
gonna
you're
help him
feeling of
with his
illness
save?
and nausea. So it makes them
It
feel
does
better.
help, because it makes them make the save.
Yeah.
Well-
Get ready to lie, Tavel.
Well, it clearly doesn't work. He has the warts and shit, right?
he still has
or
the
whatever it is.
welts.
Yeah,
The remove sickness certainly will make him feel better, since it's a harmless fort negates, but he's not going to make the save because yes, he's like, okay, cast a spell on me, he doesn't know how long. He probably doesn't really understand. Like you've cast.
I mean,
2
Tavel
spells.
could just say it takes time for the full effect.
Listen, I could tell him if you're not cured by the morning, tell us where you live, and I will return with many more of the casting.
Okay.
You can leave a message at this location. Gives location.
I look at this man.
Uh-huh.
I cast Charm Person.
Okay.
Can you please make me a lift?
I can roll this d20. Let's get a dice roller out. And
Okay, but we should actually cure this guy. We shouldn't just take
He's
his shit.
charmed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's charmed.
May I see the vial, my good friend?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. Cool. Thank you. I'm not because I want you to be safe. We really need to make sure that this cure will work. We will return it to you in the morning. Where do you live?
Okay, he's gonna tell you where he lives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the morning. We'll make sure to heal you.
Okay. Should I stay here?
No, you should go home. And
Oh,
lock your
okay.
doors.
I am already feeling better. Maybe I'll be better in the morning. You won't
He
be
might
better
make us.
in the
You
morning.
won't.
You know.
You won't.
He'll be okay.
You won't be better in the morning, sir. But we'll make you better.
Narrator,
in the
he
morning.
wasn't better in the morning.
I mean, listen, it does con damage, so he's not.
Look,
he's not totally.
It does
dead.
con and charisma damage.
Yeah, but he's not totally dead, so that means it destroyed his con that much.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Whether or not we intervene, it's gonna be the same outcome.
Well, we can cure him in the morning.
Yeah.
We said
I hand you the
You are
vial.
so pessimistic.
yeah.
This cure
Well,
would have resulted in his death regardless.
probably, yeah.
So you have a vial of luxuriant. God, I can never spell this word.
Luxurious.
Put it in
It's
chat.
not.
Luxurious.
Lavender's luxuriant liminent. There we go. Luxuriant.
Luxurious.
Luxuriant.
Yeah.
Yeah, luxuriant. So it's like luxurious, but yeah, luxuriant.
It is
like
another
a
luxury. Yeah, it's a luxury.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it now that you have it?
Sniff it. I want to know what. I want to
Examine
sniff it and see what
Yeah.
chastity
can
smells
I,
like.
Because I have an alchemy set that we stole from a necromancer.
Uh
I want to
And I'm a
mostly
proficient doctor.
distill what its ingredients actually are.
huh.
Because we can learn if it's actually medicine at that point.
Yeah. Give me a alchemy check then.
I do have craft alchemy.
Can I assist with my heal skill as like my medical knowledge?
I'll ask this, can I take 10 to do this?
Sure. You can take some time. It's the afternoon. You can take if you want to take the time to check it. Yes, I will say that.
I will take the time to check this.
And I'll say sure because you would know, particularly
I'm a
with
trained
heal
alchemist.
skill, certain
I would.
materials that would be better for medical, like herbs
Yeah, I would
and
know-
materials. Yes.
Like I would know if any of those have any medicinal property.
Yeah, sure. I'll say yeah.
Right.
Yes, I'm getting
I said
help from the two. Well, I'm taking 10, so.
What would that give you with taking a 10?
It would give me a 20.
Okay. So 22.
24.
24. Alright. So Lucia and Zardis are going to assist you with analyzing this material. Here's the thing about it. It isn't necessary. Plenty of the stuff in here does seem to be stuff that is nothing. Things like perfumes and stuff. But a few of the materials in here are technically medicinal. None of you think that this would be very useful, but you've kind of reached the conclusion that maybe testing it might work, just to make sure. Like, it doesn't seem like it should work, just from your analysis.
I have also actively participated in trying to cure someone of this ailment, so
Yeah.
I would like have a pretty good idea about what would probably if this would have any help at all.
I mean, we could go to one of the temples. I'm sure we could find someone who's infected and test it on them.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't seem like it's going to harm anyone.
yeah, right. It doesn't, so we can test it, but it seems like it's completely just a snake oil. And no
But
one
I,
else.
Again,
we
like-
need,
We
I
the
think we
proof.
need hard proof.
Yeah.
If you
So
if
shut
you want
them
to, like, if you want to use the guards to shut them down and stuff like that, and go to the government, you would have to go to get hard proof. Certainly,
We should go
you,
to a temple and get witnesses to this.
yeah. You could also do. You could also probably go to the Korvosan guard. They might know people like that would be there, or certainly they are also dealing with it, or the Temple of Abdar. Either would probably work that you could get there. Going to the guards would probably be a little easier for directly getting the guards, but you might have less. Might be able to take a little longer to get a victim. That would be needed to help. Abadar, you'd get a victim quicker, but then you'd have to you do have to whisper down the chain to the guard to help get their help to shut down the place. So your choice of which one it is. Both.
The guard immediately might be the better choice here.
I think so as well. I think showing her in front of Croft would be the wisest choice. Right.
I mean, she might. Yeah. One of her men could be infected.
True. And certainly, going to.
Yeah, going to the guard's better because not that Croft wouldn't trust our word, but even if we had other people witnessing, it would be really our words to the guard. Just if we just showed them directly, saves like an intermediary.
The list of ingredients, all that shit, as well with this.
Yeah. Certainly, yeah. You can meet with Cresta Croft, inform her because she heard about like the possibility of fake cure. It was discussed around her, and she would be like, if something like that is being peddled in the city, it would be very good to remove it, especially if it's something that isn't real.
The Heights are like the noble district as well, right?
Yeah, it's high class place.
Well, especially make note, because that area seems like it would probably have the least amount of plague and the most amount of security. That there's a bunch of plague people gathering at this place to get this cure, and it's going to spread it first.
Yeah, a lot of people gathering there are diseased, lining up in long lines.
So if you've had someone that's just worried about it, they could be exposed very easily, it seems. All right. Yes. Well, let's get a test in here. So she'll call for someone to test it on it, and just to make things quick, no, it doesn't work. It certainly doesn't. Yeah. You analyzed it. At most, its medical value might be it would probably like make some of the wounds feel a little bit better or something like that.
It might soothe you a little.
It's very like have a topical cream to kind of like a nice smelling topical cream to save your plague.
Taking like Tylenol for your fever.
Yeah.
Not going to do anything. It's just going to make you feel better.
Yeah.
How late does this take us into? Is it night now, or...?
It would be coming into night, but this would arrange for a company of guards to accompany you to basically arrest everybody there.
Yep.
So, I will tell you, getting the company of guards is a really great idea, because I'll just make this long story short, because honestly it will be. All of the thugs she hired to guard the place are just going to be arrested. You didn't go inside. She has a bunch of thugs in there. You don't have to deal with them. They will surrender when the guards show up.
Yeah.
They're just working for her. Yeah. When a company of guards shows up, they're like, I'm out, bitches.
Not dying for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
So her 5 CR3 thugs will not be a problem.
Yeah.
As for her, I mean, she will. Someone roll me a d20. I'm gonna give you that. Give this. There's a chance for something.
I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit,
12. Okay. All right. Let me check something here. All right. So, as for the creator of it, which you'll find out about, Vendra Logari. Well,
she doesn't go so quietly.
Well,
or she takes a different route out.
She has secret passages, so I'm just seeing like if she would be able to escape.
She gonna flee?
I think she's gonna take her money and flee the city, which was her plan to begin with, actually.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, she's just a snake oil salesman. She's just gonna take what money she had and flee the city. Honestly.
Yeah,
go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sell snake oil there.
Head back to Cheliax. She's a Chilaxian woman. Of course she is.
Of course.
Naturally. What's it with Chilaxians having secret tunnels?
Yeah.
Dude, it's their, like... You know you're in a chillaxing house if there's a secret tunnel.
Actually, that's not wrong. That's surprisingly correct because
Secret
they
tunnel, it's like the Avatar episode.
Apparently, she paid a dock worker to pretend to use her stuff and be cured.
I mean, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever condone or know how to do such a scam like that. But it's a pretty common scam in the olden days.
Yeah.
Do we want to take our break here?
Yes,
now?
I'm saying we would take our break here. She had been using a wand of remove disease to make sure her and her guards weren't afflicted. And then when she ran out of charges, she was also going to just flee the city.
Dang, we should have attacked her. That would have been helpful.
You can get the wand as it is, sure. You can recover it before she...
Oh.
It only has 3 charges left, so she was about to probably escape the city.
Got it. So we got to her just in time for her to escape the city anyway.
Yes. She probably would have lasted another day or two, but that would have still done a lot of damage, you know?
Yep.
So we'll take our break here. I'll go over a few more things related to this part of stuff, because certainly there might be some things here you could acquire, etc., etc. Maybe not. And then we'll, if you need a drink, snack, or bathroom break, go ahead and take them, and we're back in a little bit. Boop. Boop. And this thing here so people can hear us, and this thing here so other people can hear you. We're back.
Wow, I can be heard?
Wait, why did they give you...
Probably. So, you've now taken...
Bull strength? How much does bull strength give me?
+4.
+4.
Oh, so yeah, that'll give me +2.
That's what it does. What's in chat? Well,
Yeah.
It's enhancement,
Unless you
so
wanna-
if you would have
unless
like
you
a
wanna
belt of
resist
giant
me
strength
casting
when
it
it's
to you. Yeah.
stacked
Yeah,
with
I mean,
it,
I get-
but I
I
don't
get
think any of
that.
you have belts, so...
No, we
No,
can't
none
afford
of us-
those yet. We're poor.
Yeah, we're
Need
extremely
another
underfunded for our
2,000,
level.
another 3,000-ish gold to afford that.
We need cash money. For
I've been giving you all the stuff that they have, but people don't have a lot of things.
Yeah, it's also hard to sell stuff when there's plague.
Actually,
Yeah.
I can make them now for 2,000. Well, no, I don't have the cash level.
You don't have
need
the cash
level
level
12. No, can't
So,
make them.
you finish up
It's also
at
designed for
Lavender's.
poor people.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems as though the mastermind behind the thing, Vendro Logari, fled through a secret passage, basically while you were making all that noise downstairs with a large amount of guards arresting the thugs.
That's
Who are just
fine.
like, we just work here, you know.
That's
Well,
fine.
So,
Much as
We've
I'd
just
like
been-
to capture, there are bigger problems right now.
yeah.
We just been helping.
Mm-hmm. The amounts of a bunch of stuff will be confiscated, but certainly there's a lot of stuff that will be left behind. So up to you if you'd want to take any of that stuff.
I would secure alchemist supplies and stuff like that.
So she does have a laboratory. The way to the laboratory is actually, if you go to her bedroom, she has a secret passage into a laboratory, and a secret passage out of the laboratory, which is how she escaped.
Yeah, I would actually straight up request if it would be possible to have this laboratory moved to our base of operations.
Sure. There's 800 gold pieces worth of material for brewing potions and concocting alchemical items in this lab. So make note of that.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it just like here, because we can probably
Anything
sell
worth
stuff.
selling other than that
I
stuff.
need to go.
I mean,
I'll
there's
go
plenty
for-
down in like the shop floor. I mean, she's got like a safe in here and stuff like
Just
that.
post everything into the chat. I'm gonna go through and figure out everything that we
Yeah,
find.
we're gonna
800
sell.
GP,
I feel like we're gonna sell anything that's not in
crafting
down.
material.
I can craft potions with that.
Mm,
Yeah, because I don't think the past few games anyone's messed with that spreadsheet that we have for items. So,
No, we haven't really had time to do a big selling of stuff.
Yeah, but also we haven't put anything like new on there recently too. So
I don't really
We
got
have to
it.
put all the stuff we got from the rat people on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can crack the safe.
Give me a
We have
second
someone,
just to
we do have someone with disabled device.
I actually have that now.
Yep.
Well, if you can't get into it, I'll crack it. Literally.
On.
Yeah. It seems as though, at very least, the coin box from the previous, probably that was used during the days, was moved with her, and she took it with her. So that was at least some money. But the heavy safe here hadn't been opened, and opening it will be some other stuff there. I put the list of things. There are 3 things. You can find something in a basically a chest with some very nice clothes. So if you want some very nice clothes for a woman, they are there too. Whatever.
I feel pretty.
In amongst it, there is a circlet of persuasion. Down inside the shop is perfume worth 800 gold pieces, and inside the safe is 65 platinum, 112 gold pieces, and 3 empty bottles worth 45 each.
Nice.
Yay. Some money.
Khandes probably gets the circlet of persuasion.
Or we could
You would do.
give it
I
to...
could use it, but if someone else wants it, that's fine.
The reason why I say that is that I think the circlet takes a headband slot,
It
does.
does.
which is why the cleric wouldn't want it.
Yeah, well, it'll be a temporary item for the cleric
Yeah.
Yeah.
until the wisdom headband can be purchased.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to put it on Khandes.
Yeah, just
What
so
is
we
it,
don't.
plus
If
skill?
you don't want to, it's plus 3 competency bonus to charisma based checks.
Plus 3 competency bonus. Nice.
Mhm. It's a good item, but
Mhm.
you know, not better than a headband.
No.
But you're not gonna get a headband first. You're gonna get a belt, obviously.
Yeah.
So yes, this false cure will no longer be sold, and technically speaking, I know how many Korvosan citizens were saved because of your actions here. 700. More than the
More
rat
than
people.
the where? What the fuck?
No,
Because
that makes sense.
A lot of
Those
people would have
are
kept
lining
standing.
Up, thinking,
Yeah.
they would be lining up, spreading it to each other.
I know.
Then they'd be thinking they were cured,
Also,
They're gonna
going
touch
off
people.
Hot
and then
take.
touch more people.
Were rats are rat people.
Yeah.
They're
They
not
would
the
have
most
just.
effective people.
They would have
Well,
just.
the were-rats are. The thing is, the were-rats aren't rat people. That's the rat folk, which are different than the
Yeah,
were-rats.
yeah.
If the
Okay.
were rats
You know,
were
don't get them
werewolves,
mixed up.
it would be a
I know,
higher
it's just
number
fun.
of dead people.
That's true.
Yeah.
They are just
True.
were-rats, not were-wolves.
Yeah,
They
but
still-
werewolves also wouldn't plan such a big uprising.
No.
Yeah, werewolves would have probably
Werewolves
just gone killing
wouldn't-
people long
wouldn't
ago.
plan.
They would have died out already.
Yeah, I'll wait. So what is opening the safe by taking a 20? How much? What's the DC?
I just had you open it. The
Oh.
Yeah.
platinum, gold, and the bottles were what's in
Oh,
the
okay.
safe.
Well, my character took a 20 on it
Who wants
because I actually
to?
have disabled device.
You should
did
probably
have-
divvy up all that gold.
She did have some other things worth value, and she took her lockbox with her profits, which was 422 gold that she made her get away with. That was it.
Wow, she did not. She left some stuff behind. Apparently, she was caught off guard.
Yeah, she didn't expect a raid from the police, basically.
we didn't enter the place, so she really had no way of knowing we got, you know.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
you
honestly, I actually,
intercepted a person.
honestly, I'm actually happy with this. Making all of her time pretty much go to waste is actually, in my opinion, a way better outcome.
We
Yeah,
lost
for
way
something
more
like
than
this.
422 gold. This is like
Yeah.
a catastrophic loss.
I mean, 422 is enough to go somewhere else and restart yourself.
Oh.
But she's not starting up from a high point, which she was hoping to. She's basically
Yeah.
restarting, somewhere else from scratch.
Yep.
She's not an evil person. She's just a jerk.
My diplomacy is now at a plus 14.
I mean, that's that. Even if her alignment isn't evil, she's still evil.
She's
His
chaotic
actions were
neutral.
evil.
We should sell this crap.
Mhm.
That was just a loose coin later.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, at the very worst, she's chaotic asshole.
This is accurate.
I
So
think she should be incinerated personally.
night will fall, and we'll move on to the next day. You'll have your opportunity to once again meet with your good friend. Actually, I probably could have shown some images here. Let me show you some stuff because I could have shown things I forgot to do here. I didn't show you. Oh yeah, I did do Razor Claw, so all you can see Razor Claw. You already saw him. But here you go. Here is the which I'm gonna also show chat here.
Oh, yeah, the lady who we never saw.
Yeah, there's the thug. Well, you might have seen her. Like, here's the thugs.
Yeah, we would have seen them. We were probably like outside when the raid was happening. Just
Honestly speaking, there could have been an opportunity to see her because she would have been working at the counter and stuff. You know,
We might have saw her through the
scoping out.
windows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were scoping out the place.
And there is Vendra, who was the lady behind it all. Vendra there.
Fuck, she. Oh, those are two, like, I thought she was, like, something was coming off her hand. There's just wands on her belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a look to her that makes
She's
me
vaguely
go,
like the Persona 5 teacher in her look.
I mean, the way that nose is drawn on the face is just so weird though.
All right. So, yep. Her operation has been taken care of.
Good.
You don't have to worry
I was
about
going
it.
on the boat. Next.
All right.
Left?
The boat and the
Oh,
corpses.
we still have to. Yeah, the corpses, right?
Yes. So you'll catch up your associate, of course, in the temple.
More
Ishani
tasks.
again. I'm afraid there's some terrible news I must inform you of.
No more bad news.
Unfortunately, there's very little good news. You've done good to stop with this fake cure no longer going around. Is very good. And it seems as though the Church of Pharasma, I heard tales from them that their position is much more secure. Also very good. I can thank you very much so. I could perhaps arrange for some form of reward from all this once everything is said and done. I don't know if I could do it before then. Regardless, though, a decision has been handed down from the Queen. Discussions on next move were being made, and there was arguments about old Korvosa is being quarantined.
What? But that's not even where it started.
It's being devastated the most.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's a practicality to it.
Cramped
But
or
also-
living conditions. Spread
Yeah.
disease the most.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone's living in close quarters.
I guess
The
that
entire
makes sense.
island is to be sealed off.
Wait, but that's
bridge-
where we live. That's where I live.
The bridges leading in and out of the city will be destroyed, and a permanent barricade on the main stone bridge to the mainland will be the only way on and off the island. But the barricade will be made there to prevent any escape. There are plenty that have agreed with this, but many more of us are understanding that this is not a great idea.
Well, Ada, you could always probably flop over with.
Yes, I could always just fly over. That's good.
Well, no, I meant flop over with the Shanti because he did offer both of us a place to stay.
Rest
Oh,
in peace,
that
our
is
cool
so
house
funny.
that we paid money for.
Yeah. I don't think we paid anything for it. I
We
didn't
bought
pay
furniture.
Yeah, we paid some money for some work.
Well, we'll be able to get there once the plague's done.
We will. It's not.
Well, Ivana looks mad.
I mean, it's
And you-
sadly a reasonable decision that
Yeah.
you can't get too mad about.
It's like that look of being angry, but like, yeah, I get it.
So
Okay,
do we
so
do
stone? So that one stone bridge is the only one.
do we do boat first or check out for scavengers?
there any other
Let's
tasks
do the
that
boat.
we need? I asked.
Well, once the bridges are blown, getting in and out of Old Korvosa might prove more difficult.
Very true.
Oh.
So
What
we
are they
may
gonna
want to
blow
deal
up the
with
bridges?
We may want to deal with the alleys now.
Are we gonna have time to enter and exit Old Korvosa before they completely shut it off?
They've already turned the action.
Then
Oh.
entering would be unwise.
The possibility
I
of
could get
sending people in to take care of certain issues can be arranged through the Grey Maidens. But
Yeah.
should individuals find ways in that would be outside of the sight of such individuals, well, I'm sure I would be unaware of it, as would many of those that would be
We also,
busy with other problems.
We also will have that rowboat.
Yeah, but I'm gonna imagine they're
I'm
gonna
not go. Yeah,
look
they
for
wouldn't
that.
put a
I mean,
boat.
if it was that easy,
Yeah.
the quarantine wouldn't be very much of a use. Why blow up the bridge if people can just row across?
Any other new problems cropping up that we also need to deal with?
Not that I'm aware of at this time, but it seems with the quarantine, I haven't heard much from from Field Marshal Croft. If you'd wish to see, you might be it might be possible to check in with her. See if something could become of what's going on here.
Understood.
Well, we could try to ask for permission from the maidens. You know, put in the official request, wait to hear back, and then do the boat.
Yeah.
Well, and Persuasive can go and talk to the government goons.
Absolute worst case, I can fly a few of us across when we get time.
I can
could-
write us a an official letter of asking for this permission. I mean, I know how to write in bureaucratic style.
Well, then do that.
Right, so you're going to attempt to... you would have to go through Cressida, most likely. She would still like someone to check that out, as it is an issue. Though
Yeah.
bodies are technically not going to be coming out of Old Korvosa now. They would be
Oh gosh.
they'd be being put into a place that's under control.
Being
Still.
burned, most likely.
Probably burned in like some public areas. But therein lies the problem, because you still have these hidden piles that were left behind, which now should still be moved to the burning piles, you know.
Yeah, that needs to be
Yeah.
dealt with immediately.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna be
agree,
that's a
especially-
huge problem.
That's gonna make everything worse.
Yeah.
Because now, with no more bodies coming out, even with the ones being burned, it's still going to attract a lot of stuff in that area and things
I
like
don't know why I
that.
wanted to do that one earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
We didn't know that they were going to be doing this,
Well,
unfortunately.
my reason was selfish because I live there.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can arrange with the Grey Maidens. You might have some form of escort in order to go over there. If I'm lucky, I can arrange for a few of my guards to accompany you. But the quarantine is pretty strong. My ability to argue for control is a little less. Seems as though very little without being part of the Queen's physicians, or the Grey Maidens, is being allowed to control the in and out at this point in time.
Talking to Cressida now, right?
Yes. Some of the Church of Abadar and some of the other few high-ranking clergy members have still been able to have some access. But I fear... The fear now seems to be that even if it isn't the original source of the plague, old Korvosa is becoming the heart of the plague. And cutting it off and letting it run its course seems to be some of the more popular opinions with some of the more higher-end individuals.
Of course it is. They're not for the poor and the sick in their high houses and high castles.
I personally would like to see that not to be the case. Perhaps if you show there is an issue with these bodies, it might allow me to have a little bit more say in what's going on there. I can send some more of my people in there to help with things.
If you can get us permission, we will get you evidence.
I'll do my best. I still have a few favors I can perhaps call in. But
I can make a compelling letter.
Aren't going well.
We also do have a friend with the Church of Abadar, maybe...
And the Gelentos.
Yes, maybe we could have them also add their weight.
I can
might
contact...
be able to get more in with the Pharasmites. We have a working relationship at the moment.
My fear of undead is one that's not unfounded.
And
let me arrange... Yes.
Obviously, the cleric next to us.
Yeah. I'll arrange a meeting with I don't know what her title would be appropriately. With Commander Destade.
We will check back in then. We are going to check for the shipwreck in the meantime.
Anything you find there could help in our case.
Agreed.
If there is something more here. If there's nothing, it's fine. It's a red herring. But I fear more and more that something strange was going on with all of this. It's too chaotic.
First sign of quarantine, or is the first sign of something going wrong before a plague broke out?
We will go to the
No
ship.
one was seen leaving the ship. Doesn't mean they couldn't have escaped.
Well, no one was seen on the ship either.
Again, both are very strange things. If they came ashore beforehand, if some of them did, that implies some malcontent. Even if it isn't directly trying to spread a plague, they were still sick and spread it.
And intentionally didn't want to be seen.
Also could have contaminated fish or something.
There's a lot we don't know.
People eat fish.
I'll do my best to arrange that meeting.
We'll return once we're done with the ship.
There was something else, but it can maybe wait for tomorrow. Check out that ship. I'll get you your meeting.
Thank you.
We have a speaker of the Church of Sarenrae, and I'm sure if I use your names, I can arrange for those other individuals to show up. You might have to convince them to help you, but I can convince them to... I should be able to at least convince them to show up here for the meeting, before the meeting. Alright. So, heading for the ship. There's definitely a lot of... The docks even feel tight. You know, a lot of ships aren't actually properly docking at this point in time.
Well, yeah, I mean, plague going on. Don't want it aboard a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A lot of their ships that are there. Some anchor and send people on rowboats aboard, taking their time, slowly disembarking things, minimizing contact with the people at the docks and stuff. Heavily.
Yeah. Still need. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. People like out, like travel. People who are going to be going somewhere else do not want to spread it.
Yeah. And the ships are still delivering stuff. It's just not nearly as efficient as it was. So the docks are just choked, and it's difficult there. But you can get your old, crappy rowboat that looks like it's about to fall apart.
Shitty boat.
You have the shitty rowboat. It's got some patches in it and stuff. You're supposed to do some mending just to make sure those patches hold. Just hold patches.
We're praying, bros. I use some mending too, just in case.
Yeah.
Especially with Ada and my weight.
Yeah.
It looks much
Worst
nicer.
case, I can fly.
And it's not as falling apart. But you can sail out to the waters above the wreck of the Direption. I said its name.
Direction.
Direption.
Yeah.
It's like direction, only not.
One Direction.
That's a entirely different band.
If your direction lasts more than 4 hours, doctor.
All right, no.
Oh, God.
That was. Thank you, but no.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. All right.
No, that Direction got sank quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, I'm the only one who went there.
No, I got it. That Direction went down quickly though, so we didn't have to worry about the 4 hours.
Anyway.
So, I mean, finding the area above where the ship sank is not difficult, honestly. It was marked. No one really went down there, though. The thing is, actually, the marker will not be there when you arrive today. It seems as though things are... Guards have been relocated other places, it's been a few days. Things are certainly much more important. You will be questioned by a patrol of guards on the water. Easily you can inform them that you are there working for Cresta Croft. And you will be led on your way with a kind of look of okay, whatever. These are not your average, Korvosan guards. These are, some people, basically a bit of their the naval forces. Do have some.
Yeah, they probably do have a naval force to some degree.
Not a major one.
Yeah, I mean, to some degree.
But they are patrolling the
Enough to defend
river.
their borders.
Yeah, they're patrolling the river right now, definitely, with everything going on. And especially around Old Korvosa, there's a lot of them patrolling the waters. A little thing like trying to keep a quarantine about, now that they've actually done it. Anyway. You're above the ship. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming people are casting spells on the two of us.
I apply my bull strength to Ada. That's all.
I mean, unless Tavel wants in on this water breathing action.
Well, we also have the bottle of air too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that won't matter if you have water breathing.
Does one of you want to be bigger?
Yeah,
it
but
won't help.
we have two water breathing.
Look at a little
spells and three
strength.
People who could go in. Honestly, if Tavel wants to join us and when's my opponent? So let's
What kind of check is it to cast underwater?
DC 20.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Yeah, it's
I assume one of you makes the DC.
We also might need some spells when we go check if we check out the alley today too.
I'm going down there to know, so I'll be down under the water with you boys.
I'm not because
It's DC 15 plus a spell level, so it's less bad.
Mm-hmm.
Concentration check, which is going to be your level plus. And
yeah.
certainly you will be able to locate the ship.
I'll take the bull strength from Zardris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if so, I actually have like my swim check is going to be 5. So if
Light helps finding the thing very well. You know, so
mine will be 7 now with the bull strength because I'm going down to my armored kilt.
I'm wearing I'm gonna be wearing my hide, so it's gonna be I only have a -1, which is 5.
Alright. Honestly, at the moment, I am not going to have you make swim checks. The river is not that difficult, and honestly speaking,
I have a rope tied to Khandes as he dragged me to the water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean,
you're not
going to do it that way, then I'll take the bull strength.
Yeah. You can't. I don't think any of you that have the ability to swim can fail by enough for it to really matter with how the water is in this. What's your bonus to swim?
By rope.
Yeah, you doesn't really matter if you fail. You're attached by rope. You're being drunk. Khandes, what's your bonus to swim?
+7 to swim.
Yeah, you're pretty
+7
good
as well.
Yeah. So like the DC here, even if either of you fail it, you're just kind of slowed. You're not really floundering.
You're not failing by 5 or more, which is when you start drowning. But we can't even drown anyway.
Mm-hmm. The water's relatively placid here. Doesn't mean there's not a current. It's a river, but you're like towards the mouth of the river, so it's not really a heavy current, and like it's not too difficult of water here. So I guess, is it just the 3 of you, or is you getting a Tavel's narcoleptically falling asleep in the boat, maybe?
I think so.
How dare you?
Oh, she is alive.
Tavel's alive. Tavel going down?
Tavel is always alive.
Mhm.
I vote Tavel
I don't think
underwater.
I don't think Tavel would. I think Tavel has water phobia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fine.
You're
I mean,
hydrophobic.
Tantus said you guys could support us from the surface anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said whatever happens, it'll be it. So yeah. And
So
honestly, for the
Zardis,
ranged person
Avona,
not to be in the water is actually a good.
and
idea.
Tavel will keep the surface under control, and the 3 of you will head down.
Yay, dark vision.
That sounds good.
So you can easily see that the
And I also have light, so.
the direction has obvious scars from afar of the various fires and trebuchet strikes that struck the hull. The ship itself is split into 2 and lying on its side on the bottom of the water. Its masts are crushed and torn apart, and it seems to have fallen on a bunch of rock outcropping at the bottom of the water. So it's now kind of like split apart upon the rocks at the bottom. With the stern one section and the aft the other. You can see that there's kind of like the couple of floors of the ship are exposed. With the 2 floors, floors of the ship, 2 levels of the ship are easily exposed in the massive hole where the thing is entirely like split apart.
I will make a perception just to see if there's anything moving around the ship that's a concern.
Sure. Roll that perception.
Can as well.
Okay. Alright.
You're blind!
Do you have knowledge nature, Khandes?
Wait, I can. No, I don't see.
I do.
I have a 4.
He's the only one that sees those, so.
So you actually have a rank in it, though, at least, so you can roll
yes,
it, right?
I have a rank.
Roll it, please.
I have no idea.
There's some fish around the area.
I mean, I'll point out the fish.
Okay,
Can I try and make a nature check?
Sure.
13. Better.
Okay.
Yeah, am I actually allowed to roll here?
Oh, yeah. You can.
I am down here. I have knowledges. There you go. I know what's up.
Okay.
I see it. I point it out. I was useful that way.
I don't know if you actually have the ability to communicate very well.
Well,
You
we
can't.
pointed.
Well, In real life, you can talk underwater. It's just a bit gurble.
Yeah, so that's true. So you can kind of talk, you can kind of understand each other.
It's not quite as good.
And if
of a
you have
medium
water
for sound.
breathing, yeah, I mean, you could still, then you would be able to talk a little bit
So
better.
you really didn't get a good sight of them until like Khandes pointed one out, Lucia. But you recognize them as a local danger in the bottom of the river here. If you bother them, silt eels. Generally speaking, not too dangerous if you don't leave them alone, but they are poisonous. Let's go see if they're poisonous or venomous. They're poisonous. They have a poisonous bite.
That's venomous.
Yeah.
One of them. Fuck.
Poisonous is venomous.
If it bites you and you die, then it's
That's
venomous.
venom, yes.
If you bite it,
Yes, okay, I got the wrong one. I got the wrong one.
Yeah, what points at DM? Word wrong.
I do this a lot. I get a lot of words wrong. It's fine.
Don't fight the eels, they're poisonous.
Venom is injected, right? Venom is
Yeah.
like can bite you and then you fucking get munched.
Look,
Poison
I'm
is
sorry,
like-
I'm
it's
being a little bit of
absorbed
a
into
science
you.
pedant.
Yeah.
I don't actually care as much about the word as much as I do about the
Because venom
science
isn't always a
pedantry.
bite. Sometimes you touch things and it's venomous.
So,
I can't.
if you're looking at what they are, they're tiny animals. So, like, cat-sized-ish.
Tiny eels, got it.
If you're looking at stat-wise, they're technically a very giant moray eel, which is a weird thing to have. Because they're technically bigger than your average moray eel.
But they're tiny.
I guess they're normally diminutive?
Yeah, I mean, eels aren't like that.
I mean, it's still a
They're
pretty...
long, but they're not.
Tiny
Yeah.
eel is still pretty big, you know?
Yeah. Anyway.
Tiny stat size. So,
Bro, that thing would kill me, okay? Let's not fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bother
so
the eels, got it.
Basically, if you're looking around the area, be careful. They like to hide in things. And they seem to be living... Khandes, you can definitely tell, it looks like they're living in the front part of the ship. So if you want to go investigate the front part of the ship, you at least know about them to try to avoid them. But, like, you know, if there's, like, old crates, barrels, holes, or stuff like that are left over from, you know, supplies, they kind of hide in places like that.
So check out the back first.
It's
Yeah,
safer.
let's just chill about that front area. Unless you want me to try lightning bolting it, which will cause a fireball right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how lightning works in water.
Oh, okay. I guess like fireball.
So
No, that's no.
it
Literally,
looks as though... So, kind of what it is the ship is kind of like... The easiest way in the back is through the gaping hole in its side that maybe sunk it, honestly. Because it kind of landed on a rocky outcropping, splitting it in half. The front part slid away from that a little bit. That's why you can kind of see there. The back end is still kind of squished against the rocky outcropping a little bit. So it's a little harder to squeeze in there. Especially because you have two larger people. So you'd have to kind of go in through the hole in the side of the ship. Into the hold.
Yeah, I mean we'll go into the back part. A hold is probably where we want to check. Also, are there any bodies as we approach the ship?
You see none right now.
Okay.
Again, it's also been a while. There are a lot of
They could have
scavengers,
drifted,
animals.
they could have... Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's still you might see something caught on a rock or something.
This area of the river, probably not outside the ship. If there's any bodies left over in the ship, maybe, but
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna have to
mean, I
look
was just
in
wondering.
yeah. The hold itself is filled with debris. Timber, fish, boxes that kind of float around in the darkness of it. But the light spell that you were given to you by Zardis, allows you to, as much as dark vision is helpful, at very least allows you to kind of look around in there.
Yeah, well, I also have low light, so that's even...
I actually don't have dark vision. I only have low light.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I always have light casts as well, but they don't have low light or dark.
The hold seems empty of any signs of any individuals. There's certainly a gigantic hole in the side of it here, and this ship is laying on its side, so it doesn't mean that, people couldn't have been poured out through there or something when it sunk or various things, Certainly the entire thing is blown out, but just looking around the area, it is clear of anything like that. And you could swim deeper into the ship.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first since I have the better. I think I have the best perception.
You have the best perception, but I have the best AC. So it depends on what you're worried about.
I'm in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, you go first. Then
I'm dragged behind.
Lucia, and then me. Just so that way we're sandwiching you, so nothing can come from behind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can move in.
You want me to make another perception?
Sure. Okay.
Hey.
Moving in through the back of the hold, you'll find yourself in what...
I can't see underwater, apparently.
Yeah.
Let me roll mine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My plus 2 is gonna really hold this party together.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I got 2 natural ones on perception.
Yeah. The room here beyond seems to link into what would have probably been the quarters for the crew. Old hammocks drift in the murky waters, kind of strung between the various beams of this room. The area does have signs of something had been here. Pieces of fish, parts of an eel, floating around in the water.
No.
I mean, something already did, partially.
I'm not finishing off the eel.
I got cake on my sock.
Are you sure you're not fishing up the eel?
Yes.
At least I didn't spill on my floor.
Are there any
I ate my sock.
foot lockers or anything?
No. There's no signs of any bodies or personal belongings in this room. It's empty. Save for the signs that there's something that had been eating in here recently,
Okay, wait.
since it sunk.
Okay.
Does it even question? Does it even look lived in? Like you said, there's no chest with personal belongings, no bodies.
There's hammocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. But
That's
It's hard
weird.
to tell because this entire thing has been strewn about by sinking underwater. Certainly, you'd expect something to be down here, but no.
I'd also think ship chests would probably be secured to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wouldn't want those rolling around, so yeah, they would be. That's the thing. You find things. That's the thing. In a shipwreck, you find things. That's the point.
If you find anything in the ship.
Yeah, but there's nothing here. I'm now wondering if this was meant to be a red herring of some kind, but something to make people think this is where the plague started.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Detect Magic. DC.
Sure.
Pass. I passed. No, I don't. Wait, it's
No,
level
it's
0
DC,
spell,
it's-
so
yeah,
it
it's level
passes.
0.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
There's no magic here. I will tell you there is one way out of here that seems to lead up. Probably to either the captain's or officer's cabin.
I guess we go up.
Up there.
Mm-hmm.
Chester.
The door seems stuck.
I'll do a strength check.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, Khandes just kind of shoulders the door open. The thwomp.
Push off on something else.
Yeah, I push
That
off the
leverage.
bottom and
Along with a few bits of other ruined furnishings, the sheets of a canopy bed twist kind of like a ghost, still connected to a bed frame here. You can see knotted amidst the linens is a drowned man floating in the room here. A closed locker sits on its side at the far end of the room.
I'm gonna check out if the man has anything on them.
The
I was
man...
going.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I want to check to see if the man looked like he died of the plague.
Good call. You may have to make a
Yeah,
heal
I'll actually
check
like
on
stop
him.
you and like look just
Yeah.
to make sure.
You would have to make a heal check on the man.
I mean, I can try, but I'll also
He's
probably
dressed
wave over.
in dark robes. You cannot
But
tell.
I'll also, yeah, I'll wave over the person who actually has healed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, I can make my check here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hope I roll good. I do roll.
Okay. Looking, you do not see any signs of the plague on him. On the other hand, what you do see signs of are, it looks like he had some kind of head wound. So he's wearing
Okay.
simple black robes, just floating about, with a nasty head wound. Not something that would kill you, but certainly knock you out.
He could have got knocked out and then drowned.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Steal
him.
His body has been partially eaten by crabs and fish, particularly his
Okay.
face.
That's fine.
So, like, I will tell you, even, like, you can see, like, he's missing, like, his tongue and stuff in his face, you know.
I
So
mean,
partially eat it out.
speak with dead can still kind of work, probably.
So, yes, his body doesn't look like it has any sign of the plague on it, though.
Okay, I'll check
Alright.
the body and see if I find
Alright.
anything on him.
Yeah.
I'll check the chest while he's looking at the body.
Please give me a perception check on that.
Oh my gosh!
It's a box.
112! 112! On my
You can't tell much
perception
about it.
check.
It's a
Hilarious.
box. As for what you find, Khandes, you will find a silver chain that's got some kind of weird symbol on it. Do you have knowledge religion?
No, but we we have someone who does, so I'll wave them over.
Yep, I will come over.
Uh-huh. If you want to roll it, I don't know if you really need to roll this, but, you know.
Yep, my concentration again.
Well, this is, if you
No,
want to
knowledge religion.
Oh, knowledge religion. Oh, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Then it,
I will take it then and
yeah.
hold on to it.
Okay.
Yep. It's not a class skill for a witch for
Yeah.
some reason.
Anyway. Yeah, it just seems to be a locker, that you can see over there,
Yeah,
Ada, that seems...
I'm just having trouble, like, I'm having trouble, like, getting it open.
Yeah.
Check
like,
out-
I'm, like,
I
pulling
will
on it.
check
Well,
out the
you give me a
locker then.
perception then, Khandes. Okay.
Yeah, you
So,
come
Khandes,
you come over. You come over
you will
and
be
realize
able
that I
to
haven't, like,
stop
unlatched
Ada.
it.
You will be able to stop Ada as you will realize the locker is sealed, and it still remains intact. Meaning,
Oh.
it probably doesn't have water in it.
Okay, should probably.
The
clear
other
that.
thing you will notice is in the one corner of the locker seems to be a bit of skin and hair. That probably is where this dude fell and hit his head.
Is the locker like stuck to the floor?
No, it was floating around.
Okay,
I
I'm
moved
going
around.
to grab it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so I have a confirmation, I don't remember. Does the body have any of the markings of someone that was sick?
Nope.
The...
No, that's
No,
what you
no, that's-
checked. That was
Yeah,
your
yeah,
heal
That's
check.
the heal check.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
heal check
sorry.
was-
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought that's what it said, but I was just double checking.
Yeah, he was not sick, but he did have a head wound.
I'll also make a perception around the room, see if there's anything else of interest in here.
Sure.
Where's the cargo hold? Is that the front of the ship?
That was the place you went into, where it was kind of wrecked
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh,
And
right.
it's usually
yeah,
the back
I
of
was
the ship.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was technically on like the
okay.
bottom floor of the ship, technically, and
Yeah.
just-
there
wait,
was
yeah.
entrances into it that were like on the top part of the ship, but there was a giant hole in the side, and the top parts of the ones were like probably like they were actually kind of like sealed shut by the crash, kind of, and made would be very difficult to get open.
Yeah.
Do
was
I
there
see
in the
anything
cargo
else?
hold, or was it empty?
Nothing else in here. The hold had some items in it, but they were mostly boxes and stuff, and there doesn't seem to be any like signs of anything of massive amounts of value within the ship. There does seem to be like
maybe-
crates and stuff and things in there, but if there was something in them, it's gone from sight.
Maybe we should take the chest up to the rowboat and then we can check out the front. So we're not lugging around the chest.
You can do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I could take it up while you two continue if you want.
And the
I don't know if
silver
we should-
chain.
I don't know if we want
Yeah.
to split though, just in case the front of the ship has any
Probably
dangers
not.
in it.
You do
Oh, I
know
thought
there are
if they're
dangerous
more
eels in there.
Yeah.
They're more
I will tell you, the
back.
eels have a challenge rating if you really want to get into a fight with them.
Is there anything else in the back of the ship, or is that
No,
it? Okay.
nothing else seems
Okay.
to be in the ship.
So we'll
Let's
take
go
the chest
together.
up.
I thought there was more.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
We'll take the chest up and then go back down to check out the front.
there's nothing there. Except
Nothing in
eels
the
if you
front?
want to get into a fight with
Okay.
eels.
No.
Got it.
Okay, then.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you want to, you made the checks to don't go into A1,
front.
eels will fight you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, into the front, basically.
I guess Aiden and I will start rowing us back if someone wants to check out the chest on the way.
If anybody has religion, you can check it
Oh,
on
yeah.
the thing. Guess what? You're
There.
probably going to make it.
I will give it to Zardris.
Uh-huh.
I can roll.
That's a one.
That's my religion.
Zardris
I
fell
have,
asleep.
I have religion.
Zardris was born.
Tech...
Do you want me just to roll religion or
Just
like,
roll
take-
religion. Let's see how it goes.
You might see it too.
Yeah,
It's an 11.
that's enough. Honestly.
Oh wait, you could have just said it was a DC 10. I could have rolled forever ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll if it's a DC 10. I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's fine. It's a holy symbol of Urgatha.
Which one is that?
The
Oh,
yeah,
got
Yeah,
it.
necromancy god or whatever.
necromancy. No, that's the other one. Gotha is like the bug guy.
No.
Is he not the? Yeah, no. His deity symbol is literally like a fly.
Oh,
It- It's the goddess of
the beast
gluttony,
god.
disease, and undead.
Yeah, the bug guy.
Okay, he's
The
not
symbol of
necromancer,
bug.
the symbol
undead,
is a
yeah.
beetle.
Yeah,
It is kind of a
Why is-
beetle, yeah.
the bug guy.
It's like a skull beetle. Yeah.
Well, that could prove that there's
I mean,
Yeah, okay, maybe
there's a person
well,
in
that tells
dark robes with a symbol or Urgatha around their neck. And also, I will
Yeah.
tell you, if you open the locker now, it's a good thing you didn't just tear it open or it would have been destroyed. Inside,
yeah.
there are
I'm
two
glad
main
I'm
things
glad
you
I
will
chose
find in
having
here.
trouble opening it as my natural
Yes.
one on perception.
There's some money in here in a pouch. There is a cloak that is embroidered with an image of the holy symbol of Urgatha on the back of it. And there is a copy of Serving Your Hunger, which I'm gonna give Avona. Actually, no. Give me another knowledge religion check. Both of you people. You can roll another one because now, like, though
That's
you didn't
15.
recognize Urgatha at the top of your head, you know. Avona, that's enough for you. I'm sorry, just not rolling very well.
Hey, it happens.
I stand by. Zardris has fallen asleep.
It happens.
Serving Your Hunger is
people?
Urgatha's sacred text.
Of course.
It's illuminated and bound in black, silver, and velvet over dark wood covers. The book itself is a combination prayer book and cookbook for the preparation of various humanoids as meals. It also serves as a primer for taking a conciliatory approach to dealing with undead and for transforming to oneself into undead. There is something weird if you glance at the copy, though. Wherever the name Urgatha appears, it's been scratched out and penned a different name in place of it. And, that's the name that's been
what
penned in
was
place.
scratched out?
Urgatha's name.
The god.
Oh.
Familiar name?
Local or history?
Is that a
I
god?
could try a local.
Man, I'm
Okay.
gonna like trash.
I
Zardis
have a-
would know about it and be able to tell you about this.
Yeah.
You're rolling like
So-
ass today.
Yeah, finally, Zardris woke up.
Huge roll.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Roll a 2.
So you will know, Zardis, a story that you heard. Because again, this is a more religious-based story because it's about a servant of Urgatha. A number of years ago, a small village called Barandi on the north shores of Niddle succumbed to a sudden and devastating outbreak of bubonic plague. The investigations found that the cult of Urgatha, led by a woman by that name, had engineered the outbreak. and the priestess and her cult had absconded. Evidence is that she fled by boat, and the authorities were looking for her but never found her. So...
Well, she just fled again from this lavender shop. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, that is indeed...
How long ago did you say?
What? I didn't... Several years ago.
Oh, several years ago. Okay.
So, plenty of time.
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems as though whoever owned this prayer book decided that they worshipped this lady more than Argatha, which is kind of blasphemy.
Pretty weird.
I mean, who cares if you're gonna be blasphemous to like this evil motherfucking god? All right.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I will inform you though. This book here, if you want to sell it to any non-evil church in Korvosa, they will pay you a bounty for it of 1,500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
If you wish to give it to the Church of Abadar, they will put it in their archive to archive such things. Or if you give it to, like, the Church of Serenade, they'll probably destroy it. You know, like, you know, because it's
Give
evil.
it to.
Harassment.
I say.
Phrasma will probably
Destroy it. It's literally
They
the
might-
god of undeath.
Yeah,
Like, I hate that.
it's
Yeah,
that one's a kind of tough one. They may or may not.
Abadar.
They may or may not archive it just for information on like your enemy, kind of know thy enemy kind of thing. That's kind of where it's kind of floating a little bit here. That's hard
But
to
yeah,
say.
definitely sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I say we give it to Abadar because they're the ones at the center of all this, and they
Yeah.
This is
might
the evidence we need.
learn something from it.
Yeah, this does show
Yeah.
that this does
It's
show
plans.
very easily that the cult of Argatha more than likely is the one that's behind this entire thing. And especially since an infamous person known for murdering places with plague could be
Yep.
very well behind it.
Yeah. God of disease and
Yeah.
undeath. Here, who would have thought?
But we can have you talk to Crest about that later. Because I do have, we are at the back end of time here, and I do have kind of what's going to happen to Lucia. So, Lucia, at some point in the next time, you'll be contacted by your adopted father figure. With his worry about the plague, he understands that he must keep fighting it. But he informs you of some information that might be important. I just can't remember from your backstory. Was it your father or mother was the Half-Orc?
Father.
Yeah. He will inform you that he looked into some things when he looked after you. And he had some friends, and that your father is indeed still alive. Thing is that he thinks about is that with everything going on in Korvosa, it might be important for you to find him. He doesn't explain fully why, but he tells you that he feels as though if you wish, he will accompany you on a journey to go find him.
He should probably stay. I can make it my own.
Can you? You've 7 strength.
I don't need to carry anything. I get a donkey for that.
Can you make it on your own?
I don't think an old ass level like 2 or 3 commoner priest.
That
is gonna
guy
be
might
much-
have more strength than you.
I don't need strength. I have a donkey I could buy.
But you know who could join you on this journey?
Fine,
Some
Gilento
friends
can
you've
join
made.
me.
Ammon Gilento will
She
totally.
can join.
He'll totally want to go
That's
on a
fine.
journey. You know.
I can accept that.
Yeah. So, that'll kind of be the out for your character. You know, if there's a need,
who?
if there's.
Gilento, the dude we saved in like session 3.
Oh, the noble guy. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've used him
Yeah.
a lot to help us in getting information.
Yeah.
That was session 2, by the way.
And we'll worry about resolving getting to Cressida and figuring out what to do here. I'll also tell you, if you wonder, you can eventually remove the patch from it, but the cloak you found is a +2 cloak of resistance.
Whoa.
It just also has this giant, like, patch of Urgatha's holy symbol on its back.
Backwards.
Just cover it, you know?
Well, you
Just,
can
like,
you
paint
can
over it.
remove it without destroying that, you know.
Someone's
Do you
eating good
bequeath-
tonight.
They,
Do you
they,
bequeath any money onto your fellows?
I don't think it would make sense. I
You need that money to travel.
yeah.
But you do get a wand of cure moderate wounds with 34 charges.
I'm gonna write that down.
Lightning, you get this wand of spiritual weapon with 47 charges.
And you get this tarot deck that has a ghost in it. That's not really a ghost.
The
it became a
healer's
ghost.
kit with 9 charges. I'll probably keep that. But there is this tarot deck that's
I
possessed.
can't believe you're just gonna steal the plot
I'll take the tarot
character
deck.
and take it with
Is
you.
that bonus benefit?
It's technically not a ghost, as her spirit made it into an intelligent magic item. But it's like an intelligent magic item that has the soul of a person in it.
But yeah, I don't have anything else on me that's actually of value.
Which is weird, but that's what happened.
Hardly
she's
the
not-
weirdest thing in this party.
Mm-hmm. It's weirdly enough, she's not actually a ghost. You can't.
You can't.
She's a
exercise
magic item
magical
now. She's merged with
Also,
them.
she's very nice and helpful, so probably
Yeah.
don't kill her.
Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, she gave us her house.
she did give you her house.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
she
no,
couldn't
that's-
say no. She wasn't alive.
I mean, we did ask her at least.
Yeah, we did ask. You know, it's not like it was like.
I think she told us where the deed was.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, did she
Yeah.
really? I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
Cressida will have some more information about this entire thing if you report this stuff to her. She does know about the infamous criminal, what the hell are hers? Andasian. So, yeah. So it definitely is like it's one of those things of, someone that's done shit like this before is most likely in the city doing shit like this before. Fuck.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Hey, you know,
I knew
that
the ship
shows
was important.
the quarantine isn't going to work.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
when
someone actually that's a good point because if someone is actively spreading it, then if there's a quarantine zone that they can't get into, yeah, that might clear up. But they'll just go spread it more somewhere else.
but yes.
Well, quarantine still works. It's just not as strict of a quarantine. Like people.
It
shouldn't be
works.
leaving the house.
It works for that. It helps that area in some
I'll tell you,
ways.
there's unfortunately a problem with revealing a lot of this information because Niddle has quite a bounty out on this woman, like quite a bounty, and would not be against sending military force into here to go after her.
Might be needed,
Wait,
honestly,
middle?
at this point.
Yes, another nation.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you about Niddle.
Oh,
It-
Nidal. I thought you said middle, and I was thinking. I was
I know
thinking
this
Midland.
place.
I was very.
It's the Land of Shadows to the
Yeah,
south,
this is
part
like
of Old.
this is the one technically to our south.
Yeah, it's the area to your south. So it's your neighbor, and they're technically separated from Cheliax also,
Basically,
like, but they're like probably even more Cheliaxy than you are here in Korvosa.
they're like pretty evil.
Yeah. So they're
Chiliax light.
yeah.
I'm gonna show you how evil they are. When
I mean,
your
it's-
city, when your capital city looks like that, I think you're pretty evil.
Yeah.
Or your Los
Like-
Angeles.
Like technically speaking, they aren't like timeline wise, they aren't fully broken away from Cheliax. The Cheliax Civil War finally finishes that, but this is the time period where they've partially regained their independence. In 4606 is when it began. So they're already partially independent from Cheliax. When Cheliax goes through its civil war, they fully break away. So
This
like
place ruled by like 3 liches or something.
something like that.
Wow, that place sucked.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
I
awful.
mean,
The Black
I
Triune rules them.
I do want to
yeah.
point out that the castle of our places like this.
And it's on top of a giant pyramid and also evil. Look, your city is also lawful evil. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know living in Galarian sucks?
Yeah.
There
Just
are
a fun fact.
are some nice places to live, but they're few and far between.
Yeah, the mountains of my character's homeland. Oh
No.
man, I haven't been there in years.
I mean, the Moggy Expanse, your
Pretty
people are
awful.
probably nice, but the Moggy Expanse is very awful because there's a lot of murderous
no, it's
monsters there.
I know. Well,
You know,
the
my
best
characters are some of those murderous monsters, but
the
four
best
murderous
place to-
monsters is probably not
The
too
best
bad.
place to live is probably like some middle-sized town in like Haldane.
Yeah.
Right? Like nothing happens over there.
Yeah, it's probably very, like, just a medieval life, you know?
As long as you have walls,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. There's not a lot of... Like, I'm going to tell you, even middle-class place in Cheliax, because guess what? Other than serving Cheliax, nothing
I mean,
probably
you live in
happens there.
Cheliax, bro. That's already like a downgrade.
I mean, at least, you know, like, if we get into the current time period, like, you know, you'd probably have it's a lot better off than it was a little while ago. Post-Civil War, Cheliax gets better a little bit, but
Yeah.
not because the queen wants it to be good, because she's doing actions that help martially control the city more, like, you know, I'm going to free all the slaves. Why? Not because I care about them, because I don't want them to rebel after a civil war. And if I free them, they'll be grateful about that, and continue to serve us as just lower-class citizens with the rest of the lower-class citizens. Yeah, it's lawful evil. They're dicks still.
Also, though, I feel like TNZ wouldn't be a too terrible place to live.
Now, there was a great empire that fell apart. Now they're also warring with each other. Minkan's probably the nicest place to live. Basically, their version of Japan is probably the nicest
Alright, we
place
should
to live.
probably wrap
Lynn
up
needs
the
to go to
session.
bed.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Talking about lore.
Anyway, yeah, let's wrap up. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because, you know. So yeah, it's the unfortunate thing, and because they're your neighbor, it's very hard to not, like, let loose that information, so it's going to be kind of a thing that, like, it's very hard to investigate that. But we'll talk about that next time. You know, Lucy's going to say their goodbyes, travel off, you know, on a theoretical mission that could be maybe completed if something happens within the next year that allows for it. If not, you know, know, it's a story
We'll
for
see
another day.
About
Yeah.
schedule changes if that
Yeah,
happens.
schedule change. I've left it open for possible schedule changes. You know, that's the best I can say at this point in time. If Lucy shows up again, it would be great. If not, you know, things happen in schedule. I'll give shout-outs. I'll start with you, Cel, because this is your last time here. You have anything to say, you know, about this entire thing? For now, hopefully you can come back, but if not, you know...
Work tiring. GG's life.
Yeah.
Ends.
And thank you very much for joining us and continuing the adventure, you know, for a while there. Joe, you have anything to shout out?
Let Lynn say goodbye.
Linz, can you say goodbye?
Hi. Goodbye. I'm gonna go to sleep. I would like care.
Yeah, the cameras will probably be messed up for a second, but it's fine. Got you, little fucking moth. Anyway, I did just smash a goddamn moth.
So rude of you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That was a baby Mothra, man.
It's fucking in my room. And goddamn Momo.
Oh no, fuck him. No.
Creatures.
Oh, well, I mean, if
Moths
it's doing that
are-
in your room, then
Fuck that shit, bro. Listen, a moth is in my room. That shit. Yeah, fucking
So
smack, bro. I ain't dealing with
unnecessary.
that.
I've
Hey,
dealt
chat,
with moths
you
for
know-
years.
Shout out to moths for being really awesome.
Mine's been in the gutter.
You know, my dog was afraid of my sister has crickets because
Yeah?
she feeds her.
Was this the dog that ate a sock?
Yes. No. Okay. Wait. This is great. This story is really good. Okay.
Well, let me tell
Okay.
off stream, you know,
Okay,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Worm, any shout outs?
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or at DiamondWorm on Twitter. I should stream Friday at 7:30 p.m. PST. I'll stream on weekends, and you can find me here on Wednesdays.
Yep. Me, tomorrow, we'll talk Pathfinder lore in the afternoon. Friday, I'll do some Bloodstained Ritual of the Night randomizer, because I've been having fun with that one. Saturday, talk about some more tabletop, and then discuss tabletop in evening. Next week, kind of a schedule of talking tabletops, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. And then this show, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. EST. Everything goes up on YouTube later on. There you go. There's my shout-out. I have Discord, Twitter, link down below for my social media stuff. Anyway, I'm going to have us get going, so I'm not going too late, because last week we went way too late. I'm glad kind of ending around 11 today. You know, we got it cut short nicely. We got everything resolved pretty well, you know. Anyway, everybody out there, have a great rest of your day and great rest of your tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.